Okay. Just gotta make sure we're live. Just gotta make sure we're live. Make sure the audio's all working and shit. Okay, seems like we're just fine. Seems like we're just fine. Hello, everybody! It is time for another wonderful day of watching high-stakes football. Starting off, it will be Philadelphia and Washington. Washington on the run of a lifetime with Jaden Daniels, and let's be honest, the power of friendship. The Washington Commanders are doing this all with the power of friendship. And they've been so much fun to watch in like the couple of games that I've gotten to watch of them this season, including the postseason. Just because like they've been so fun offensively to watch. It feels like their defense is able to clamp down at the right time, even if they're not the best unit in the league. Meanwhile, you've got the two-seeded Philadelphia Eagles, who are now at the very, very top of the NFC food chain, with just on the fact that they are now the highest remaining seed in the NFC. They are riding a ridiculous defense as of late. So not only that, but you've also got the fact, like I said, their defense right now has been incredible. They have played really strong defense throughout the year. And then you've got let's see, what are we getting at here? And then you've got your guys like you got your Jalen Hurts. You've got your Saquon Barkley. The whole Eagles operation centers around Saquon Barkley. Because Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback here, but he is in such a good situation just with everything going on with him. And so with something like that it's just really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see how Jalen Hurts is able to hold up in this game. I'm excited to watch how the Eagles are going to conduct their offense. I'm excited to see how Saquon does now that he's really in this playoff run here, and he is absolutely putting belt to ass of every defense he faces, pretty much. Get that all messed with. I'm going to set this somewhere. I hit my camera trying to set my phone out of the way. So yeah, so that is the state of things. And as we are waiting for kickoff, I usually start these earlier, but I had a couple of things just kind of pop up before, just before we got going. Had a couple of things that came up on me, so I wasn't able to start as early as I would have liked, unfortunately. However, that doesn't mean we can't squeeze in a quick preview. Washington's defense here in the postseason over 2 games. Let's see. I need ESPN to work with me here. There we go. The 24 regular season, the Philadelphia Eagles were the #1 ranked defense in the National Football League. So that is something they have prided themselves on. Washington has also had a pretty good defense, definitely above average. They're sitting, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So you got the first ranked Philadelphia defense holding teams to, in the regular season, held teams to 278.4 a game. You got Washington, who is holding teams in the regular season to 327. So that's going to be really fun to watch that matchup right there. Offensively, now we go look at these teams. Washington with a top 10 offense, just behind Atlanta and just over Philadelphia. So you've got 2 top 15 defenses and 2 top 10 offenses that are going to be going at it. Of course, in Washington, you've got the likes of Jaden Daniels, you've got the likes of Brian Robinson and Terry McLaurin, who have been really good for him all season long. Philadelphia, it's the Saquon show. Obviously, it's A.J. Brown. It's Jalen Hurts behind center holding things down there. So with both of these defenses, I do think this is a game that we could see going into a kind of 24-27 type of range here. I think it's going to come down really to whose defense is able to stand up a little more, just because Washington does have a good defense. They're just not, like, Philadelphia is in their own, like, stratosphere right now. The second best Titans were still almost like 40 yards a game worse than the Philadelphia Eagles. And then you got Washington, who is also giving up 327. Now, rushing defense, actually, I do want to examine that. Yikes. Saquon could feast today. Saquon Barkley could absolutely feast today, because this is a Washington defense that is bottom 3 in rushing yards allowed per game. They're sitting at 137.5. So I really think here that if the Washington offense can't really hang with Saquon and Philadelphia, then this could be the game that finally just takes the steam out of Washington. If that is the case, though, like, that's still an incredible run. You made another NFC title game before Dallas did. So that's all we're worried about at this point. In Jaden Daniels' first season, no less. So that is a really good position for them to be in. We are just a second or two out from kickoff here. Just waiting for everything to mesh and waiting for all the things. So yeah, just about a minute from kickoff now at this point. So get set, get your snacks, get your water. I know I got mine in the Mario Cup. Because they got the eagle flying over the stadium. This is going to be a good game. We will be doing Buffalo and Kansas City as well. We will be doing Buffalo and KC as well. So stay tuned for that. After this, that'll kick off at 4:30 Mountain. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some goddamn football to watch. I had to scoot in a wee bit closer here. We got one last commercial break before we start out. We got one last commercial break before we should hit kickoff. And folks, I am utterly excited for this thing. I am utterly excited for this game. But yes, of course, we are in commercial. Fox has to fill their pockets, of course. And everyone wants their stuff. Last commercial break before game. Last commercial break. I thought we were getting somewhere, and then we got a courtyard ad. Unfortunate. Keys to the game. Philadelphia should be able to run the ball extremely well this game. Washington has the 30th ranked rush defense. The Philadelphia Eagles have a Saquon Barkley. I don't know what else you want me to say. Meanwhile, on the other side, Washington is going to have to find a way around the wall that is the Eagles defense. Because holy shit, they are on another level this season. Especially in the regular season, they are on an absolute brand new level. Brand new level. So we're going to see here if Washington has an answer for that defense, and if their own defense has an answer for Saquon Barkley. Because Saquon Barkley, we are, with the way the matchup is shaping up right now, I mean, we're in like legacy game territory, or legacy game anticipation, because rushing yards per game, Philadelphia is second at 179.3. Like, Saquon has been on an absolute tear this year. So with that being said, we could see another Saquon playoff legacy game. And it's his first real playoff run. He had the one with the Giants. That was cute. That was cute. That was adorable. You know, Saquon, baby's first playoff run after being in the league a couple of years. Baby's first playoff run. Because Daniel Jones had a fluke season. It's going to be real interesting here. Saquon's going to carry the Eagles to a Super Bowl title, man. I swear to God. Like, if it's not Buffalo, I think it's Philadelphia. I do. Holy long commercial break, man. We are in a rut right now. Long commercial break, and they get longer and longer during the playoffs, man. I swear. I swear. All right. Seems like we're getting somewhere. It does appear we are getting somewhere. Here we go. Broadcast is opening. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody in to the channel. I will be calling this remotely from my little corner of the internet and my little corner of the world. We are at Lincoln Financial Fields for this NFC title game, determining who will go to the Super Bowl. Is it going to be the 6th seed Eagle or the 6th seed Commanders, being led by a rookie quarterback who would be the first ever to appear in the Super Bowl? Or is it going to be Jalen Hurts, Saquon, and the Eagles, who are really looking for a chance of redemption here? They would get a Super Bowl rematch with Kansas City if Kansas City were to win later. But the thing is now is they got to take care of business if they want that chance. You got both teams that are chomping at the bit. You got Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, who are running on the power of friendship. And you've got Philadelphia, who has been a well-oiled machine. Philadelphia will be kicking off here to open things up. We are T-minus probably 10 seconds away from getting this thing underway. I got it set, and we are off. NFC title game football. And that is going to be muffed in the end zone by the returner, and they're just going to kneel it down in there. That'll come out to the 30, and that is going to be Washington ball. So first things first, we are going to see Jaden Daniels, who has been having a sensational rookie season and an amazing postseason run. And we'll have to see if that continues here against this buzzsaw that is the Eagles defense. We're going to get a chance to see how they've game planned and how they're able to manage things here on this first drive. But I will say right now, Jaden Daniels has not played like a rookie, especially as the pressure's heated up and we've gotten to the playoffs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We're going to see Robinson empty the backfield out, going left side. It's an empty gun set for Daniels. Daniels with the snap, drops to throw, short drop, pressure on the left side. Daniels able to fight forward, and he might have gotten a gain out of that. He was wrapped up about 2 yards deep in the backfield, then able to drive his legs forward and get about a yard out of it. And it's like I said earlier in the pregame, Jaden Daniels is facing an absolute buzzsaw of an Eagles defense right now. They have a ridiculously good edge rush. Their interior D-line is sound. Here we go. Same thing. We're going to see Robinson empty out the backfield over to the left side. Daniels going to get back to throw, looking, and he's got a man to the right side. That is going to be Zach Ertz for a gain of about 3. It's going to set up a 3rd and 6 or so. Now, Washington, without Sam Cosmi, tore his ACL last week against Detroit. He was having a ridiculously good season at right guard. So we're gonna have to see how Washington is able to manage without him. Here we go, 3rd and 6. It's going to be a bunch on the left side. Jaden Daniels with a back to his right. McLaurin going to motion out wide. Daniels with the snap, going to drop back to throw. Blitz is picked up for the moment, and he's able to throw it low to Terry, and they give him the catch. 1st down, Washington, across their own 40-yard line out to about the 41-42. And that is a low throw, able to get it down to a sliding McLaurin. From the gun, Daniels back to throw. Going to try and hoist it over the middle to a running back, but that is batted down at the line. So nothing there for Washington, and Daniels once again contending with this with the league's #1 defense. They got a rookie starting at left tackle. They have a backup starting at right guard with the with Sam Cosmi gone. So they got to work around these things. Daniels going to come out in a gun here, 2x2 set. Going to motion number 87 over into the formation a little bit. Both tight ends. Everyone's set. It's a snap, play action. Daniels dropping back to throw. Daniels going to zip it outside to 87, and that is only going to get about 3, if not a little less. Finding number 87, Bates, his tight end there on the outside. And just absolutely nothing doing for him. So it's going to be another 3rd and 6 now for this Washington team. They're 1 for 1 on 3rd down. Terry McLaurin converted the last one. From their own 44.5, Daniels going to be in an empty set. Stepping up just to get a couple of adjustments in now. Play clock down to 7. They get the snap off. Daniels back to throw. Sets, pumps. Now he's going to throw it to the flat as a man there, but he short-armed it, but they're still able to get the first down. Great effort by number 14 for Washington. Zaccheaus manages to not only scoop that off of the ground like a catcher digging a curveball off of the plate, but he's able to secure it, doesn't get touched, barely gets up, and he's able to scamper forward for a first down. Plus territory for Washington now. They're going to come out in a pistol. Bates going to motion over to the left side. And it will be a handoff up the middle. Brian Robinson is going to fight forward for a gain of about 5. And that'll set up a pretty modest second down here. Probably the first modest one of the drive for him here. So Eagles defense, they've had 2 tests so far, 2 chances to get off of the field. They have not been able to capitalize either time. And now they got Washington driving into their territory from the Philadelphia 43. It's going to be another gun set, bunch on the right side. Daniels with the back. Number 2 will go in motion over left side. Here we go. There's the snap. Daniels, short drop, looking, and he's going to try and get it to Zach Ertz, who tried to one-hand it, unable to bring it in. So that'll be another third down for Washington. They've gone 3rd and 6, twice converted them both, and now they are up to their third down. 3rd and 5 in Philadelphia territory. Looking to keep the drive alive here as they have on every first down, or on every third down so far on this opening drive. 11:37 on the clock, play clock down to 15. It's going to be a split backfield now for Jaden Daniels. Daniels with the snap, a little bit of a deeper drop for him. Now he's going to roll to his right. Daniels evades a man, looking, and he's going to heave it downfield, and he's unable to find Austin Eckler, knocked away by Cooper DeJean. And that'll set up 4th down now for Washington. Able to convert those first 2 third downs, but they will ultimately likely punt. Unless they decide to go for it. They might go for it on 4th and 5. They've done it a lot this year, and especially this postseason. They've almost played Dan's game better than he did. Dan Campbell. They almost played his game better than he did. It's going to be a 3-receiver, 1 tight end set with a running back over to Daniels' right side. I believe that is Eckler from the camera angle. 4th and 5. Daniels going to get set, and they do snap it. Daniels back to pass. He's going to throw it outside. He's got Zach Ertz on an out route. And that will be another Washington first down on crucial money downs. Philadelphia's defense unable to muster a stop here on these money downs so far on the opening drive, and that'll at least put Washington on the very edges of field goal range. Zach Ertz able to hang on to it. Now they are inside the Philadelphia 40. Bit of an offset formation. Eckler going to motion left. Daniels going to throw a screen out to Zaccheaus on the right side. Zaccheaus fighting around with a little bit of blocking. Only able to fall forward for about 3 or 4. It's going to set up a 2nd and medium here for Washington. 2nd and 5. They gave him 5 on that. All right. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So far, just over 4 minutes have been killed off of this clock on Washington's first drive. You got 2 running backs now in the backfield, and they are stacked on Daniels' left. Eckler going to motion out once again. There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff going right side to Robinson, and Robinson going to fall forward for a gain of 3. It's going to set up a 3rd down now for Washington. They've been hitting on 3rd and 4th down, left and right. This is their 4th 3rd down of the drive. They converted that 4th down earlier on the drive here, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 2. From the Philly 28. Going to motion 87 into the bunch a little bit. It's going to be a screen to Zaccheaus. They tried it again, and that is going to get the door slammed. Zaccheaus unable to catch it, and he gets clocked anyways. It's going to set up 4th and 2, and I see no move for the field goal unit. We are going to see this team stay on for another 4th down. Washington, man, they'll go for it whenever they feel like. I'm not surprised to see this, especially after watching the game last week. They went for it on everything. 4th and 2 now. It's going to be another gun set. 2 receivers and a tight end on the left side. Running back to Daniels right now. Eckler motions left. Daniels back to throw. Pass rush looking to get in. Daniels steps up and he's going to go for it. And he's able to almost break out of a tackle. Loses a cleat on the hurdle. but he's able to jump forward for that first down. So Washington's drive continues, and they are draining clock off of this. They are draining clock early here. It's just a play. Daniels unable to find anything downfield, and downfield really is 2 to 5 yards considering the yardage you needed. Just able to step up and slide through the line. And there we go. Split backfield now for Daniels. 2 receivers on the left side. Zach Ertz lined up to the right. There's the snap, and it's going to be a handoff to Eckler trying left. Eckler gets dragged into a tackle, able to spin around into a gain of about 1 or 2. Short gain on that one. Looked like they were trying to get a little creative there with the running game. Eckler just looked like he was being a little too patient. Didn't look like he had anything doing for him on that one, so really no matter what he did, he was getting jammed. So that's going to make it 2nd and 9 now, just outside of the red zone for Washington. We're going to see Robinson motion out of the backfield over to the left side, isolated. Daniels with the snap, drops back to throw. Looks like a 3-step drop, able to find number 80, Jamison Crowder, on the side. Now they're going to say that he didn't make the catch. Scooped it off of the ground, pretty much, and yeah, that hit the ground. Unable to ring it in. It was a little bit of a short throw. That's going to set up 3rd and 9. So, of course, you know how Washington operates. If they get 5 here, they're going for it. This is 4-down territory for Washington. Here we go. 3rd and 9. 16 plays. This will be 17. Eckler motions out of the backfield. Here's the snap. Daniels back to throw. And he's going to find Eckler on an out route, and Eckler's going to get smashed after a gain of about 6. That's going to set up a 4th and 3, 4th and 4. And we are going to see the field goal unit come out for Washington. On a 4th and 3, after going for it twice already on this drive, on one of those was a riskier 4th down try, they're going to kick it. So Zane Gonzalez is going to be on 4 for 5 this postseason with a long of 52. This is going to be from 34 yards on the left hash, facing the FanDuel scoreboard. Snap, kick, and it is good. That's going to make it a 3-0 Washington lead after an 18-play drive. What a drive there for Washington. They're going to hit commercial break. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Don't go anywhere. Like the stream and enjoy the chairs. Oh, I just knocked over shit. I knocked over my deodorant into my dog's water. I'm sad now. And we're back. We have returned. We are still in the midst of commercial break, so you are not missing anything, ladies and gentlemen. You are not missing a thing. It will be Philadelphia ball when we return off of the kickoff, so we'll get that all nice and moved over there. Once again, you're not missing anything. Let's try and get the video up to, I don't know, 4 likes. See if we can hit 4. I should put a poll. We have returned from commercial break. It was a long Commanders drive that got him a field goal here. I gotta look over my tablet here. Start a poll. Here we go. Who you got? Philly Commies. Alright. Alright, we got pull up in chat. Let's see who you guys got. Kickoff is fielded at the 5-yard line. And we're going to see him dart around a little bit, and he's almost breaks free. He's able to get up to the 40-yard line before he gets dragged down. Number 28 of Philadelphia. Not sure the name, and we're getting chippy. We're getting a little chippy. This is the third divisional matchup between these two teams. And we've already got some pushing and shoving. 7:51 to go in the first quarter, and this will be the first Philadelphia possession. Of course, once again, we saw the Commanders take a lot of clock off on that first drive. An 18-play drive that resulted in a field goal. So here we go. We are going to see Hurts under center. He's got two receivers to the left side of the formation here. 1st and 10 now from the 40. We're going to see an audible right here, and we are going to see Hurts shift into the shotgun. And now he's going to shift it back. Play clock down to 3. Get a motion, and here we go. It's a pitch out to Saquon Barkley going left side. Barkley's got a hole. Out to the 50, 45, 40. Spins out of a tackle. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An outstanding play by Saquon Barkley. Able to spin out of a tackle and able to accelerate into the open field. He had a wide hole on the left side that I could have fit my Ford Ranger through, and he was just able to dart through it, spin out of a tackle, and it was a foot race after this. One snap and one incredible play from Saquon Barkley. Just a little fake jet sweep running right, and then they pitch it out to the left side, breaks out of a tackle, and Saquon's off to the races. One snap for Philadelphia was all it took. Extra point is up and just barely good. Jake Elliott's had kicking problems this postseason, I feel like. What did he miss? 2 extra points? Or something last week? He has not been kicking the best. Or maybe it might have been wild card. I'm not sure. But it does not feel like Jake Elliott has had that good of a postseason run at this point. So I don't know. We are up to 2 likes. Hell yeah, where are we views? 88, sweet. We're up to 4, 5, something around there concurrent views. So you guys have been awesome so far. We are still in the first quarter and we are in commercial break. You guys are not missing a thing. And some good agua in me. Keep myself hydrated. This is your hydrate yourself. Hydrate yourself. There is water in this bitch. Hydrate yourself. Let me adjust my camera just a teeny bit. There we go. Hydrate yourselves. We are still in ad break once again, so you are not missing anything. Let's try and get up to 4 likes before the start of the second quarter. We're already at 2. We're halfway there. If we can get up to 4 before the second quarter, that would be pretty cool. And I would appreciate it very much. It is going to be Washington ball now off of the kickoff when we return. And Saquon Barkley already making his presence known. 1 carry was all it took, and he just bolted 60 yards out of a spin at about the 50. We are once again still in commercial break. H&R Block commercial. Woo! H&R Block. Oh, God. Yeah, it's wonderful. We do enjoy commercial break. I already did my taxes, so H&R Block can just go ahead and screw off. Ooh. I am excited. I am really thinking about doing some UFL stuff during the season, just doing like live calls, because we are going to get UFL coming back, and that first season was really successful. But here we go. We are now back into the game. They're running the replay of that. Great blocking by a receiver on the outside or a tight end. And once Saquon got past that, it was all him. Number 11 missed a huge tackle, and I highlighted this. In the pregame. The Commanders do not have a good run defense. They are bottom 3. Here we go. There's the kick, and it is away. And that will be fielded just inside the 5-yard line by Luke McCaffrey. Luke McCaffrey going to bounce off his own man, trying to do his own Saquon impression, but he's going to get spun down at the 25-yard line. So that's where Washington's going to start things off. 7:31 to go here in the first quarter. Man, I still can't believe that Eagles drive went the way it did. One play, and they are automatically in the end zone. Saquon Barkley is a goddamn cheat code. I punched in a GTA cheat code, and it just turned me into fucking Saquon Barkley. That's all it took. Suddenly, I was invincible. But here we go. We are going to see Daniels in a pistol set here with a guy to his left and a guy behind him. Going to have 2 receivers, top of the screen. Daniels gets set, and it is a handoff behind him to Eckler. Eckler able to power forward for a gain of 4. Gets out to the 31-yard line. Drive started at the 27. So Commanders going to be looking here to get a response. They were able to respond and hang in really well with Detroit, so I don't see why this would be any different. It's going to be another gun set with that weird stack. We're going to see a motion out to the right side by Eckler. Daniels back to throw, pumps, and now he's going to find a guy over the middle in Zach Ertz, and Ertz going to fall forward, and that's going to set up a third and extremely short, 3rd and inches there for Washington. Zach Ertz, nice little pickup there. For Washington. They've had some consistent production, if not amazing production out of him, but he's been consistent, and he's been there for Jaden Daniels when he's needed him. So we'll see what we got 3rd and 1. It is going to be another gun set for Jaden Daniels. 2 receivers stacked on the right side, bottom of the screen. Going to motion number 87 over, motion him around, and it'll be a handoff. Robinson will power forward. Needed 1. Looks like he got about 2 or 3, so that'll keep the drive moving there for Washington. Playing some real-time of possession ball here so far, and that almost seems like that was the game plan. Just play defense with the offense. You don't have that good of a defense, at least rush defense, and that's all the Eagles are about. Snap, here we go. Daniels going to drop back out of the gun. It's a little toss over to Brown. Diami Brown trying to get free, and he fumbles the ball! And that is Eagles ball! Trying to break out of a tackle, and Reed Blankenship will be the one to fall on it. What a turn of events. Diami Brown just trying to wiggle free. Punched out by Zach Bond and fallen on by Reed Blankenship. So that's a huge momentum swing. You get the huge Philadelphia touchdown, and then you get the fumble right there. That is a huge swing in favor of Philadelphia. What a play there. Diami Brown just trying to wiggle free from Cooper DeJean. Zach Bond pulls up, peanut punches it out. And Diami Brown was unable to get back on it. He was beat handily to it by Reed Blankenship. They did run a commercial break, so you're not missing anything now. So don't worry about that. Drink of water. They're showing this movie trailer for a guy that, got cloned or something. Is at least what I'm assuming happened. That's at least what I'm assuming. Once again, you guys are not missing anything in the game. We are in commercial break after the turnover. What in the hell is this movie? This looks crazy. Alrighty. Yeah, once again, ad break. You're not missing anything. We're now at a Wingstop commercial, and I'm a little sad about it. But we'll be fine. We'll keep powering on. Once again, let's try and hit 4 likes before we get to the second quarter. We still have just around 7 minutes left of that, plus all the ad breaks we're still going to get. Both teams are almost definitely going to get 2 possessions in the rest of this first quarter, so if we can hit 4 likes by that time, that would be awesome. You guys have been awesome so far. Oh, get a yawn in. Holy shit. Once again, still an ad break. They are milking these on championship weekend, man. They are milking the ads on championship weekend. That's crazy. Like, I know the ads felt bad already, but they feel especially bad. Here we go. We're getting back into the broadcast. Philadelphia ball after a crucial mistake there by Washington's Miami Brown gets it peanut punched right from him while he's trying to break free. And that will set up Philadelphia with very, very good field position. Washington was already starting at the 27-ish. They got 1 first down, but man. Here we go. 5:45 left in the first quarter. It is Philadelphia ball at the Washington 48. Hurts going to come out in the gun. He's going to have Saquon to his left side. 2 receivers on the left side, bottom of the screen. Saquon going to motion out. Now he's going to motion to the other side. Hurts drops back to throw. Going to find something short there to A.J. Brown, and he can't hang on to it. Marshawn Lattimore in on the coverage. That was a good play on that one by Mr. Lattimore. Good coverage by him. If Washington's able to make a stand here, then they might be okay. If they can make a stand here or hold to, at worst, a field goal, I think they'll be all right. 2nd and 10 now, once again from the Washington 48. Devontae Smith going to motion from left to right side. Saquon on Hurts' right. It's going to be play action to him. A toss out to Dallas Goedert, and Goedert will power forward for a first down for Philadelphia. Goedert was able to get across the line there, carrying a couple of guys before he got pulled off of his feet, and that will be a first down. They were looking at it for half a second, but turns out they like the spot. Oh, we got a balloon in the camera feed. Here we go from the gun. Hurts, it will be another play action throw. Hurts gonna heave one down now, lofting for Devontae, and he's able to get the feet in bounds. What a catch there from Devontae Smith. And that is gonna pit them at the 18-yard line. Barely able to get that down. They're going to rush the line there. They don't want Dan Quinn to get the challenge off, and they get the snap off, and that will be a handoff to Kenneth Gainwell, and he's going to pull forward there for about 3. We just saw Dallas Goedert get shoved. It's getting chippy again. He got shoved on his ass by someone on Washington, and woo, we got bad blood. Third game matchups between divisional rivals are always the most fun, because they're always in the playoffs, they're always for the most stakes, and the hatred is cranked. Here we go. Hurts once again from the gun. Gainwell still in the backfield. Hurts will take the snap. Be a little roll out there. He's going to have A.J. Brown short. A.J. able to redirect a guy, and he's able to scamper forward for a first down, Philadelphia. Able to wiggle around number 0 there for Washington. Not quite sure of the name, but what a play. Makes the catch, jolts out, and then jolts back inside. Able to get around his guy and get a first down. So now at the 4, gun for Philadelphia. It'll be a handoff to Saquon running right. And Saquon Barkley is going to waltz in for another Philadelphia touchdown. Saquon Barkley once again. And Jalen Hurts barely has to do shit with Saquon Barkley. He barely has to do anything with a Saquon Barkley in the backfield. So this weak Washington run defense getting exposed so far to start things out. And that's just a great play as well by Barkley. Able to bounce outside after he sees the interior collapse on that play. Because that was supposed to just be a little inside zone. But he's able to bounce it outside, get around to the corner, and score. So here we are now for the extra point. And it will be up, and Elliott has got it good. 14-3 after a crucial turnover. Crucial turnover by Dyami Brown. And that will set up an 11-point Philadelphia lead. 3:43 to go in the first as we go into another commercial break. What a just series of events. What a series of events that has happened. That was a wild turn. Dyami Brown was looking like he was going to wiggle free or at least fight forward for a few more yards. But then we just see Zach Bond turn the game on its head. And now Philly's got 2 possessions. And they've got an 11-point lead. Saquon right now looks completely unstoppable. Alright, Saquon just looks like he is not getting stopped today at all. Once again, we are in commercial break. You are not missing anything. Once again, let's try and get up to 4 or 5 likes before we hit the second quarter. I would really appreciate it. It would help get me out to more people. More people trying to see the game. Trying to watch football or listen to football. Yes, sir. We're also on the road to 200 subs. We hit 100 recently, and now we are just doing our best to try to get there to 200. So if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, where did all my tabs just go? There we go. So if you guys are enjoying, a like and a subscribe would help out immensely, but just you watching also does a lot for me, and I do deeply appreciate it. You guys have been awesome so far. I am working on another Broncos video as well, but there's a little... I'm probably going to have to do something to kind of supplement it in the meantime because it's going to take like a little bit of learning. Just because I'm learning new software with Krita. It's like a Photoshop, like free Photoshop, and then DaVinci Resolve, which is a lot more complicated than I'm used to with CapCut. So, new software I'm learning. I don't know if anyone's seen like my community tab lately either, but I gotta go learn how to use Google Earth for no particular reason. I gotta go learn how to use Google Earth. But here we go. We are back in the game now. Broadcast has flipped back, and it is going to be Washington ball after that turnover by Dyami Brown. Huge swing of this game so far. As Washington looked like they were going to be able to sustain another pretty hearty drive on that one. Barkley's on the bike, so we'll keep an eye on that. But Washington ball. McCaffrey going to return it once again. Fields it just outside of the end zone. Makes a nifty little move, but he's only going to get up to the 27-yard line. And these guys are getting chippy. These teams are getting chippy. Man, they do not like each other. But yeah, Saquon staying on the bike right now. They were running a massage gun on him. So they're trying to keep him fresh, keep him good. So, yeah, Saquon keeping himself warm. Here we go. Washington going to be in the gun here. Jaden Daniels with a running back to his left. It's going to be 3 receiver set to the right side. Now running back will jump over to his left. Daniels gets set. Takes a snap. It'll be a handoff to Brian Robinson. Trying right side, and he's not going to find much. Gain of 1, if not 2. Not very much on it. That's for damn sure. And that's going to set up second and long for Washington. They've been trying to really hit on these returns during the game because the kicks have been shallow, but so far they haven't even gotten back to the 30. Here we go, 2nd and 8 from their own 29. It'll be another handoff going left side for Robinson, who cuts it back inside, and he's able to fall forward for about a gain of 3. So that's going to set up a 3rd and more manageable there for him. That entire first drive, it was 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, the whole shebang. He had a 4th and 2 mixed in there. So this will leave him 3rd and 6. Once again, Washington has been really good on these third down or in these third down situations so far. 3rd and 4th down have been their down. We're going to drop under 2.5 to go in the quarter. Daniels back to throw out of the gun. Going to load up and float one and almost intercepted. Yeah, the Eagles that were closer to that than his own receiver looking for Terry and just lofts it up too high. Airmails it a little bit. Trying to fit it into a real stupid window that wasn't even open. And that could have easily been another Philadelphia forced turnover on that one. Now they're going to have to punt this thing away. So right after giving up a pretty bad touchdown drive, now you got to punt it right back to the hot Philadelphia Eagles. Play clock down to 15 here on this 4th and 6. They are waiting on this one, man. There's the snap, and it's a fake! Tressway has a man wide open, and they are going to get into Philadelphia territory. What a throw from Tressway! Able to electrify his teams, and he finds Sino, number 82. One of the up men on him. Tressway threw an absolute dime piece. And they're able to get across the Eagles logo right there. So gutsy play call, although it feels a little reminiscent of Denver's fake punt, and we saw how that went in that game. But here we go. From the Philly 46, it's going to be a snap and a pistol house set there. It's a play action. Daniels rolling around now, running for his life. Cannot jump out of a tackle, and that'll put him back on his own side of the field. Number 42 for Philadelphia, able to get in there and just drag him down. Unable to find anyone on the bootleg run. It was a play action to Eckler. Everything gets locked down. He's got to jump around number 3 and just finally gets dragged down by number 42. That is Burks. Here we go, 2nd and 16 now from their own 48. Daniels in the gun, 2 receivers. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, looking over the middle. What a window throw to Diami Brown, and Diami Brown will convert it. Gain of about 20. And he's able to come through with a huge 2nd down conversion. 2nd and 16, and Diami Brown able to get forward and convert that thing. He just sits on the 1st down marker, and then he's able to scamper forward. They get a gain of like 22. So, clock is going to hit under 30 seconds. 1st and 10 inside of the Philly 30 now. Zacchaeus going to motion to the right side. It'll be a handoff to Robinson trying to go right. Hesitates in the backfield, and he's going to get dragged down. Zach Bond, he's right there again. There's that bad man. And that will likely take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We'll see if they run anything else, but I am ready to switch this to Q2. What do we got? What do we got? And they are going to run out the rest of the 1st quarter. 14-3 Washington ball, and they are driving now. I'm going to run, take a quick break, run to the bathroom real quick. Drank a lot of water already, and I will keep drinking. But I will be right back. I leave you with the chair once again. And we're back before the broadcast began again. I tell you, I'm able to time these really well, man. We are still an ad break. You are not missing anything. Washington is currently driving. They're going to have, I believe, a second down coming up. They're showing SZA. Let's go. I'm so hyped for the Super Bowl halftime show right now. I'm so excited for the Super Bowl halftime. It's the first one I'm actually excited for. I'm not going to cap. Here we are, second quarter action coming right at you here on Crushing It. I'll be here all game, and I will be calling this next one as well. Whew. Here we go. Daniel's going to be in the gun. Austin Eckler to his right. They're going to be at the Philadelphia 28. It is 2nd and 10. We're going to see Crowder motion into the formation a little bit. Here we go. Daniels with the snap. Sits back, and he's going to throw for the end zone and unable to find Diami Brown. Just sent the guy up, trying to get him. Whew. And yeah, this drive, they are in this range because of that fake punt from Tress Way earlier on the drive. He's able to find Sino for a nice long gain to convert that that fourth down. But now they need something in their they need something in the bag here on 3rd and 10. It's going to be an empty set here for Jaden Daniels. 3 receivers to his right side. Takes a snap. Daniels drops back to throw. Now he's rolling a little bit. Now he's dancing. Daniels just has to find somewhere to set, and he throws it away. Unable to find a single guy, and that Eagles pass rush is relentless. So that's going to set up a Washington field goal attempt now. Unable to find anything to convert that 3rd down. Washington's been good on 3rd down all day, but had nothing working for him here. So it's going to be Zane Gonzalez up for his 2nd field goal attempt of the game. First kick was from 34. We'll see if he's able to convert this one here. This one from 46. It's going to be from the right hash. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good. Perfect, right down Broadway. So they get the field goal on the fake punt. And that is going to cut the lead to 8. So 1 possession game now, hypothetically. Oh, man. Let's go to bed early tonight or something. I'm about to go to bed early. They're running a quick commercial real quick, but it's like the eye. I really wish they would just stay with like the eye on the field ads. Like that would be a lot. That would make me hate your commercials more or less. But here we go. Zane Gonzalez gets a 46-yard field goal up and through. Cuts the lead to 8. Makes it 14-6 Philadelphia. And that will be Philadelphia ball, barring an absolute catastrophe on the kickoff. Everyone's taking their sweet time to set up. Game's taking its sweet time to get going. Here we go. Gonzalez getting set now for the kickoff. Oh my god, I am yawning way more than I want to. Here we go. Gonzalez going to jog up and put this thing into the air. And we will see a return. Field it at the 1-yard line here. He's going to get a little jiggy with it. And he will get stopped short of the 30. Out to the 28, it appears. But they had the weird drone camera angle on him. So, not quite sure about that one. Oh, man. So, it's going to be, we're going to see more Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is about to carry another Eagles drive here, I imagine. It's got the long touchdown run and then the short touchdown run from earlier. Here we go. Shotgun set now for Jalen Hurts. 2 receivers each side of the field. Saquon to his left. Play clock down to 10. Hurts going to make a quick adjustment on something here. Play clock now down to 5. Hurts. It will be a handoff to Saquon, and Saquon going to get wrapped up and thrown down in the backfield. Number 93 for Washington. Able to penetrate in and just shut it down. And we saw Saquon on the sideline with a massage gun. So maybe that's something to kind of keep an eye on. But that was the first real negative play for Saquon today. So we'll see if that has any impact in the future. Hurts is going to stay in the gun. We are going to see Goddard move a little into the formation here. 2nd and 13. Hurts going to drop back to throw. He's going to light one up, and he's got A.J. Brown for a first down. They needed 13, and they get 15 on that one for an easy throw and an easy first down. Hurts had all day to sit there and just survey the field and just able to find A.J. Brown on a deep out route right side, and that'll get him a first down. Hurts going to stay in the gun, 2-by-1 set receiver-wise. Hurts with the snap. It's going to be play action. Blitz. They almost get to him, and now he rolls and he searches for A.J., unable to find him. A.J. Brown wants a flag, and they're not going to get it. No flag on the play. That was tight coverage. Barkley able to just barely redirect Newton, who was rushing in on Hurts and almost could have gotten a strip sack. Hurts able to get out and heave it up, but that could have been catastrophic for Philadelphia. But now it is just a harmless 2nd and 10 at their own 41. Smith going to motion from left to right side. Hurts, and we got Laundry. We got a flag down. Looks like we had movement before the snap, and that is going to be a false start. So back him up 5 on that one. 5 yards, make it 2nd and 15. And that is the first penalty of the game. First penalty of the game on either team is a 5-yard false start. So we were clean up until the 2nd quarter. Now both teams were getting chippy. So we're not fully clean, just unpenalized chippiness. Here we go, 2nd and 15 now from the 36. We are going to see a gun set here for Jalen. Goddard going to motion into the formation after starting out wide. Hurts takes a snap, drops back to throw. Pressure was trying to close in. He's able to find him Gainwell down underneath, and it looks like that'll set up a 3rd and a lot more manageable here. 3rd and 7-ish. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, either one. They give him 8 on the play. It is 3rd and 7. So Philadelphia with a way better chance to convert this thing than they had just a moment ago. All right. 3rd and 7. It is going to be a gun set here for Jalen Hurts. 2 receivers on his right side from their own 44. Goddard going to stack up a little bit on the outside. Here's the snap. There's the snap, and he's able to find Dallas Goedert, who breaks out of a tackle and then dives forward. And they get into plus territory at the Washington 41. Dallas Goedert able to wiggle out of a tackle. Less wiggle, more power. And Goddard just ran a little kind of hitch, kind of float route or something. Able to find an open spot. So Hurts, we are going to see him stick with the gun formation here. Kenneth Gainwell will remain in the game for him. Takes the snap. It will be a handoff to Gainwell going up the middle and just unable to find any space. Frankie Louvu and number 54, I believe that is Bobby Wagner, were able to just converge in on him, hold him to a gain of 1, maybe 2. And that'll move us forward into a 2nd and 9 at the Washington 40. Gainwell going to be on Hurts' left here. 2 receivers up top. Now Gainwell motions out. It will be a little swing out to him, and Gainwell's got a block. Gainwell jumps and spins around, and he's going to fall forward for a gain of 8 on the play. Just a little reminds me of the mountain halfback swing play in Madden. Just able to toss it out and let something happen. Blocks got set enough. And here we go. Our first brotherly shove of the game. Hurts is going to go forward. They might not have got it. They might not have got that thing. We'll see where they spot it, but Nope, they give it to him. First down, Philadelphia on the brotherly shove. That one definitely looked a little scary right there. That one didn't look like they were going to get it all that great. Or they were going to get it at all. They looked a little short, is what I'm trying to say, in a long-winded way. Here we go, 1st and 10, once again, for Philadelphia, just outside of the 30. It'll be a handoff to Gainwell, going left side. He'll fall forward, get a gain of about 4 on that one, and that will get him inside of the Washington 30. So Washington's been slow and methodical this whole game. Philadelphia's looked a little more explosive, but right now they're saying, hey, it's slow and methodical. We can do that too. Saquon has an unfair stat line, and he's back in the game now. 3 carries, 61 yards, and 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a gun set. Saquon to Hurts' left. Hurts takes a snap, drops back. All day to throw, but now he's got to start moving around. Nothing came open. Hurts just going to have to throw this thing away, and that's going to set up a 3rd and 6. Hurts had all day in the pocket. Could have put up a campsite and a campfire and everything. Man. Yeah. Oh, jeez. You had A.J. Brown one-on-one with Lattimore at the top of the play right there. Just didn't cut it loose. I'd have thought that's a chance you would have taken and you would have liked. That's all right. 3rd and 6 now for Philadelphia. Inside of the Washington 30. I'll be looking to add more points onto their lead right here. Play clock down to 2. Barkley motions out, and they're going to take a timeout. Play clock was running down, and they didn't have everything set up. So that'll be Philadelphia's first timeout with 9:43 to go in the first quarter. Or in the second quarter, sorry. Jeez Louise, I got everything all discombobulated. Apparently I didn't sleep as good as I thought I did last night. That's unfortunate. Once again, your reminder to drink water. Reminder to drink water. We are not in ad break. We are just on that we are just in this timeout. I'm listening to Tom Brady yap about whatever. Yap about football stuff because Tom Brady was a quarterback, a really good one, so I hear. Here we go now from the Washington 27. It's going to be Hurts in the gun. Going to motion number 81 around a little bit before he settles into a split backfield. Hurts drops back to throw. Blitz on! And Frankie Louvu is going to drag down Jalen Hurts. The blitz was on him immediately. And Frankie Louvu was the one that got to him and wrangled him down. Times the snap up perfectly. And Jalen Hurts just unable to escape. And what a time to dial that blitz up. Ooh. We are going to see a long field goal attempt now from Jake Elliott. Looks like it's going to be a 50-plus yard attempt. They're saying 54 on this one. Does Elliott have the leg and the accuracy? From the left hash, the kick is up, and it is no good. Gonna sail it wide right. No points for Philadelphia. Frankie Louvu able to push him out of field goal range. And he just sails it wide right. Rough play there for Jake Elliott. Washington was hyped on the sideline about that, and that could be a potential momentum shifter in favor of Washington. Huge Frankie Louvu sack into that missed field goal, and now they are still only down 8. They finally get the stop they've been looking for. And so we are, once again, we are not missing anything at this point. We are in ad break, so everything is good on that front. See if we can hit, what's my goal? See if we can hit 5 likes by midway through the third, by 7:50 in the third. I don't know. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. Whether or not you have dropped a like, whether or not you have subscribed, it's just fun to commentate live to people. I do enjoy this type of stuff, so if you do enjoy, I do this for Broncos games all throughout the season, and I am doing it for the playoffs. So it has been an absolute joy so far. My sister's yelling in the background. She's about to go to work. Don't mind her. Love you, bud. She's a goober. Yep, she's off to work. Have the upstairs to myself for a little bit more or less. We are still in ad break, so you are not missing anything. Of course, once again, I'd like to reiterate, likes help get the stream out to more football fans who maybe can't find the game. And if you enjoy my content, you are, of course, free to subscribe. Trying to hit 200 before the end of the year. We got to 100 during 2024, which was huge for me. So if you want to help get us there, that would be very much appreciated. We are a one-man operation in this whole thing. Still in commercial break, by the way, so that is definitely tragic. Showing a Special Forces ad, okay. It's a reality show. But here we go. We are going to get back in. We are fresh off of a missed field goal by Philadelphia. Jake Elliott unable to find the kick meter, I guess, on a 54-yard kick. Missed it wide right. Now it will be Washington ball with a chance to definitely close this lead here, close the gap. That's really what I'm trying to say. So here we go, 8:49 here in the second quarter, left in the half, I guess. I was trying to say both, and my brain just didn't circuit it fast enough. They're going to have it at their own 45, so outstanding starting field position for Washington to start this thing out. Frankie Louvu able to press Philadelphia back out of field goal range on a huge sack on a third down. Here we go, Daniels. It's going to be play action. Daniels back in the pocket, sitting, and now he's going to run. Daniels going to get up to the 50, and he's going to run sideways out of bounds. Gain of 5 or 6 on that one. Able to improvise after nobody came open, and just able to scamper, get what he could. That'll set up a nice second and manageable. We're going to give him 6 on that one. Set up 2nd and 4 at midfield. Still in the gun for Daniels. Stack receivers on the left side. And it will stay that way. Drops back to throw. Quick drop back. And he's going to find a man over the middle for a first down. That is Bates, the tight end, 87. Backup tight end for Washington. Clock going to tick below 8 minutes between plays here. Philadelphia will get ball at after halftime, so keep an eye on that. Snap out of the gun here, and that will be a handoff to Robinson, who's able to break out of a tackle and scamper forward 4, 6, or 7, maybe 8 on that one. And so far, this Washington run game has been a little hit or miss, but they have found their spots. They give him 7 on the play. So that'll make it 2nd and 3. Offense trying to get some stuff settled out here. Trying to get their subs in and whatnot. He's going to have a bunch receiver set up top. Running back to his left side. Daniels now gets set. Takes the snap, and it's going to be a screen over to the right side. And that is blown up. I believe that was Cooper DeJean. It was. Able to sniff that screen out and blow up the screen to Diami Brown. Crowder and Zacchaeus unable to get their blocks set. And he just got crowded. Immediately, DeJean just swam around the guy and got in and ruined that play. So that'll set up a 3rd and 3 for Daniels in the offense. In Philadelphia territory, they risk losing a huge opportunity. Empty set for Daniels. Takes a snap. Short drop on it, and he's able to find a slant route. And that is Terry McLaurin, who is into the open field. McLaurin, 10-5, touchdown, Washington. Terry caught it on a slant, broke out of a tackle, and he was off to the races. Definitely not the same explosion that Saquon had, but still an amazing play. McLaurin, just a crispy little slant route. Able to break out of a tackle and navigate around the rest. Caught a block from tight end downfield, and that was that. So we are going to get a 2-point conversion now to tie things up from Washington. With 7:05 to go here in the half. Once again, Philadelphia will get it at halftime. So here we go. For the first time all game, Daniels is going to be under center. Tight end, 3 receiver set. Going to motion Jamison Crowder to the right side. It's a play action. Daniels going to flip it back to Eckler, and Eckler will not get there. Great play from Mitchell for Philadelphia, and the 2-point is no good, but they do get it within 2 on a huge touchdown. So, 14-12, it'll be Philadelphia ball when we come back. Great game so far, man. Absolutely great game. Washington's defense able to hold a scoreless drive there finally, and they're able to capitalize. Although they don't get that 2-point conversion, unfortunately for them, because they did kind of need it. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them later. Oh, man. Kind of tired for no good reason. And I'm not feeling it. Classic football fan snack. We got a fruit snack. We got a fruit snack. These things are good. These things are good. Let me know how you feel about fruit snacks in chat. We're having fun today, man. We're having fun. I do not have the pressure of watching my team lose a game. So we're just able to have fun with it. We are having a great time today. Let me know how you guys are doing today in chat. I would love to hear about how your Sunday is going. I wonder how Grossi's doing. Grossi. Grossi's got a shitload of people watching, as I would have expected. But he seems like he's doing good today. We're up to 8 concurrents in here. Well, we were at 8 until my tab lied to me. But you guys have all been awesome still. Thank you so much, man. Once again, fruit snacks are where it's at. Are they heavily processed and probably really bad for me? Yep. But do they taste delicious? You bet your ass they do. Oh. Alrighty, we are back in the game. I got a protein shake in the fridge. I gotta get back on like a proper diet here, on a proper intermittent fasting routine. Try and get my weight to be stable again. I'm down to like 179, and then I just have my weight like fluctuate every direction. But here we go. We are here for kickoff now. Zane Gonzalez going to get set, and he will boot this thing up into the air. And we are going to see a return fielded at the 5, and it's muffed. But Gainwell able to recover it on the bounce, but unable to get to the 30. Going to get stopped up at about the 27-28 on that. Yeah, Tom Brady's making a good point here that it was kind of a weird play on that 2-point conversion, because it was like a fake sweep and then you just pitch it out to Eckler and pray, when it felt like you should have given him more options. But that's no longer the point. We're past that. It's Saquon Barkley time. Saquon will be to Hurts's right. It'll be a 2-receiver set, 2 tight ends on the opposite side. Smith going to motion in, and it is a jet sweep to him. Gets a block from Barkley, and he's going to fall forward. Forward looks like a gain of 7 or 8 on that. And that'll set up a nice, manageable second down here now for Philadelphia. Once again, let's try and hit 4 or 5 likes. We'll shoot for before halftime. We got 6.5 minutes. We can hit 4 or 5 likes on the stream before that. You guys can do it. I know you can. I know you can. But here we go. 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8. Line of scrimmage is the 35. Here's the snap. Hurts. It'll be a handoff to Barkley out of the gun. Barkley only able to find 1 on that one. That'll make it 3rd and 1. Yeah, Barkley just unable to find any running room right after getting the handoff. So Washington really trying to clamp down in on him. They got a brace on one of the offensive linemen now. So that's definitely less than ideal for him. But here we go, 3rd and 1, getting set for the brotherly shove. The 1-yard war that the Eagles usually win. They'll take the snap, and he'll push forward, and that should be a 1st down. And it will be. 1st down, Philly. So, of course, brotherly shove, nice and easy, guaranteed 1st down. The Bills do it just about as good as Philadelphia does, if I'm honest. Although I don't know what to call Buffalo's version of the brotherly shove. What do you call it? The Buffalo Stampede? The Buffalo touch your ass and push? I don't fucking know. I'm coming up with shit. But here we go. 1st and 10 now from their own 38. Philadelphia, it'll be an under center offset I form for Hurts. Hurts, it will be play action, drop back to throw, sitting in the pocket. Now he's got time. Now he's rolling around, dancing, pressure getting into him, and he just had to slide down at the line of scrimmage. Likely doesn't get more than 1 on that one. A lot of commanders on him within a short amount of time. Went from setting up a campsite back there to running. But he's able to avoid catastrophe and get out of a sack. They give him 2. He's able to get 2 out of that and put them in a better situation than they would have been otherwise. Line of scrimmage is going to be their own 40 now, or just behind it, 39.5, what have you. Hurts in the gun. We're going to see Smith motion over right side. It will be a handoff to Saquon going right side. Saquon breaks out of a tackle, and he gets a 1st down out to midfield. Saquon Barkley getting a little bit more pep in his step, and the clock will run under 4 minutes to go. Philadelphia trying to put up more points and get more of a lead before we go into halftime, and Philadelphia gets ball to start the 2nd half. So if they score, that's a problem for Washington. Here we go, Hurts in the gun once again. It will be a bit of a zone read there. Hurts will keep it and just slides down after really no gain. Line of scrimmage was the 49.5, and he slides down at the 50, so whatever you want to say on that one, then you're probably right. We're half and half on who's going to win this thing in chat. I like that. Poll is half and half. We do enjoy seeing a nice half and half poll. 2nd and 10 now for Philly at midfield. Hurts in the gun with Barkley to his left. 2 receivers stacked on the right side. Play clock down to 3. Now Smith will motion over. Gets the snap off, and it's a handoff to Saquon heading up the middle. Saquon going to fight forward for about 4. And that'll set up 3rd down and about 6 probably. 3rd and 5, somewhere in that range. They give him 5 on it. Probably 4.5, so 3rd and 5.5. Whatever. Football's display and the numbers of everything is certainly subjective a little bit. 3rd and 5 now at the Washington 46. Barkley going to motion out of the backfield. Hurts takes a snap, and the rush is on him almost immediately. Barkley able to turn around, unable to make the catch. Sandersill was in coverage on that one. At least I think that's how you say his last name. And with 2:14 to go, it's going to be a 4th and 5, and that is another big stop by the Washington defense coming off of that touchdown drive. So now they'll have a chance to get down and go down and get points going into halftime. But Philly going to go for it now on 4th and 5. At the very least, you're going to see him try and draw Washington off sides. But it's a gun set for Hurts. Saquon over to his right. You're going to see Brown motion over to the left side. Play clock down to 3. They do snap it. Hurts back to throw. Pressure was getting in. He's going to heave it up for Brown. And Brown's got it over his shoulder. First down and more for Philadelphia. Brown going to point that one to the crowd after a couple of Commanders get off of him. That's just a one-on-one with Marshawn Lattimore. Brown able to just buck him off and make a nice over-the-shoulder grab, back shoulder grab, really, or front shoulder. That's just a perfect toss that will lead us into the 2-minute warning going into half. So a 4th and 5 turns into a big-ass play for Philadelphia, and that will lead us into commercial break, so you are not missing anything further. We are in the 2-minute warning now. And a huge opportunity for Washington slips through their fingertips. Absolutely slipped out of their fingertips right there. So that is an unfortunate change of circumstances for Washington. Very fortunate for Philadelphia. Stretch. All right. Once again, if you're enjoying the stream, a couple of likes would be appreciated. Helps get me out to more people. Makes my day, makes me smile. Like and a subscribe does a lot to help me out over here. I'll leave it at that. So now Philly has a chance to kind of run up the score a little bit, make it a 9.2 possession game while getting ball at halftime. A field goal now feels like a complete waste right here. Washington really just needs to hold the 3 or get a turnover, and they got to do it quick if they want another chance to score before the end of half. Once again, we are still in the 2-minute warning. You are not missing anything. We are just watching mediocre corporate America commercials. So, you know. Corporate America. Woo! Go office jobs. Running an Indeed ad right there, so that was kind of mediocre commercials. Oh man, they're they're recapping. It was like the Intuit TurboTax, like something of whatever, and they're just talking about how the Commanders' defense clamped down on the Lions, which they absolutely did. I called that game last week. So we got 2 minutes to go now. 14-12 Philadelphia. And A.J. Brown, again, with a great catch, in stride, over the shoulder. Hurts with a good throw to just float it out to him. So now it's going to be from the Washington 14. It's an I form for Hurts. And it'll be a handoff to Barkley, trying to bounce inside. He will. Keeps it to the left side, and he'll get forward for about 2 or 3. That'll make it 2nd and medium long-ish. And we will see a timeout from Washington, so that'll be their first timeout. I might have to try something a different week for like timeouts and stuff. I'm gonna make a new Super Bowl scoreboard for the Super Bowl, because I will more than likely be calling the Super Bowl as well. I will be calling the Super Bowl. So, I mean, could always subscribe if you want to be here for that. So, it's going to be 2nd and 8 now for Philadelphia. Inside of the Commanders' 15, they are at the 12. Devontae Smith going to motion over to the right side of the formation. 3 eligible guys over there. Brown in where a tight end would usually kind of line up. Hurts going to drop back to throw. Gets set, and he's going to hoft it up, and that'll be incomplete. Outstanding coverage on Dallas Goedert. Goedert wants a flag. He won't get it. Marshawn Lattimore was all over Dallas Goedert, and that'll make it 3rd and 8 now for Philadelphia. There's a bit of contact, but they didn't call it. There was a little bit of contact, but Dallas Goedert's a tight end, so he can handle it. You're big. Brother, you can get out of that, whatever. So here we go, 3rd and 8, they can get a first down at the 12, or at the 4, sorry. They're at the 12, play clock down to 1, and they don't get it off. We're going to get a flag. So Philadelphia shooting themselves in the foot a little bit right here. And they're going to get a false start on that one. So 5-yard penalty, back them up. It is going to be 3rd and 13. So yeah, 3rd and 13. They are able to get a first down at the 4. So this will be from the Washington 17 now. Once again, don't got to score on this one. If you got a 13-yard play, you go to your 13-yard play. It's going to be Kenneth Gainwell in the game now. 2 Hurts left. Hurts with the snap in the gun, and the pressure's already on him. Luvu on his tail. He just has to heave it! And it's incomplete, but we got a flag down. And then it's going to be pass interference on Marshawn Lattimore, it appears. So a commander stop is going to turn into Philadelphia ball at the 1. Devontae Smith, Lattimore got grabby. He got jersey. And that's gonna be a huge shot in the foot of Washington. Oh, man. Lattimore just got way too grabby on that one, and well, it's a pass interference call that'll get Philly down to the 1. Ah, my pants. So, fresh off of the PI, it'll be 1st and goal for Philadelphia at the 1. We are going to see that brotherly shove formation. Washington looks done with it already. They're going to stack up. Hurts will overpower and will get shoved into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia, and we got flags. We got extracurriculars. A.J. Brown. Somebody lost a helmet. Who was it? Looked like Marshawn Lattimore. It is a touchdown. But we do have a penalty flag down. They're trying to sort some stuff up right now. Just with the fights. A little bit of push and shoving. Maybe some punches. Marshawn Lattimore lost his helmet on that play. Oh, it was like OBJ against Josh Norman in run blocking. That's wild. They were just hugged. They just hugged. They got some hands in each other's face. It is a touchdown. Oh, so Philadelphia is going to go for 2. They decide to accept the penalty, so Lattimore could cost his team a lot right here. This could become a 10-point game because Lattimore decided to get chippy. Oh, man. This will be a 2-point conversion attempt, I believe. The way they were making it sound, they'll be going for 2. But yeah, no, just on the right side of the Eagles formation, you had A.J. Brown and Marshawn Lattimore just going at it, man. Just going at it. And now we are likely going to see another brotherly shove to just convert it for a 2-point conversion, just for the hell of it, you know. For the hell of it. So here we go. There's the snap. Okay. My voice assistant decided to end my career entirely. But it will replay. Hurts will spring forward. Does he get it? No signal. We're still fighting. And they stopped him! Washington with a huge stop on that. No good on the 2-point try for Philadelphia and that brotherly shove. So they get it on the touchdown, but not on the 2-point conversion. Great play by the Washington defense on that one. We are in commercial break now, so you are not missing anything. Anything at all. Ugh. Oh, jeez Louise. So Washington's going to get a chance to potentially go down and tie this thing up. If they can also get a score in a 2-point conversion, they'll have 2 timeouts and a little bit of time to work with to rattle down that way. And then we will have stats and all of that at halftime. Jump into the box score of this game over on ESPN. Yep, we'll have stats and all that good stuff at halftime here on Crushing It. It's been a good stream so far. I'm feeling pretty good about everything. Try and hit a couple more likes before we hit halftime here. That would be ideal. Get us out into halftime on some positive momentum. Liking and subscribing helps out the channel immensely. So if you want to support me in what I do, that is the best way to do so. But thank you for watching regardless. We are still in ad break between possessions. Philadelphia is fresh off of a score. So game will be back here in just a minute. So once again, you are not missing anything. We are in commercial break. They're showing reality TV show ads that are probably mediocre, if we're honest. Yeah, nope, mediocre American TV. At least cable shows are mediocre as all hell. But alright, we are going to wind back in now from commercial break. This will likely be the last possession of the half for Washington. Well, last for Washington for sure, but could be the last of the half. Washington really trying to tie this up before they go to halftime. Philadelphia will get ball in the second half. So that is pretty much now the focal point. We're going to have a minute 44. Washington's going to have 2 timeouts. So we'll see if they're able to manage anything here, because any points are going to go good for them. So we will get a return from the 5. And McNichols, ball's out! And that is Philadelphia ball. Oh, man. Able to force a fumble on the return. McNichols unable to hang on to it. And Philadelphia has likely fallen on it. They're still digging out of the pile. Just gets a helmet to the elbow and the ball gets thrown out of the pile. And it looked like an eagle fell on it. We'll have to see. Oh, man. That's another huge turnover by Washington right when they were about to get the ball. Right when they were about to get it, too. Oh, no. So that's going to put Washington in real bad straits now. Philadelphia ball. They have confirmed it. And that is now 2 guys that have fumbled for Washington, and both have been lost. Both of those have been lost. We got a minute 36 to go. And Philadelphia gets ball to start the second half. Washington really needs a turnover of their own here. Washington really needs a turnover. So from the Washington 24 now, Hurts in the gun. Smith going to motion over to the right side. Hurts with the snap. It will be a play action there, and he'll toss it out to Goddard on the right side, and Goddard will get past the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Gain of about 5 right there. So here we go. 2nd and 3 now from the 17-yard line. Barkley going to motion out of the backfield going left. It'll be a quarterback draw. Jalen Hurts will have a first down and more. 10-5 touchdown. But we do have a flag down. It's a touchdown for now, but this could be coming back. Oh, and it is a holding call on Philadelphia, so erase the points. Erase what was a great play. Yeah, that is a hold. Unfortunately for Philly, that is a hold, so a really cool-looking rushing touchdown by Jalen Hurts will get wiped off by a Landon Dickerson hold. Just got a hand hooked in Bobby Wagner's shoulder pads. So Washington gets a little bit of a break right there. And now they got to find a way to hold. You probably got to get another sack now to really push them into far. Not really. We're back where we started. 2nd and 10 at the 24. There's the snap. Hurts going to drop back to throw. Hurts under pressure. Breaks out of a sack. Now rolls to his left. Hurts able to heave this one up. Looking for no one. Just trying to get it away, and he does. That'll set up 3rd and 10. Now for Philadelphia. Washington trying to hold them to a field goal or less. Possibly. And Dickerson's been hurt, man. Dickerson, he's trying to walk himself off a little bit here and just play the game here. He hits himself in the butt with the snap on that one. Eagles do have their backup center warming up and waiting in the wings. 3rd and 10 now from the Washington 24. Play clock down to 1. They get the snap off just barely. Back to throw now. Pressure. He's going to roll to his right and toss it out to Saquon. But he's not going to get a whole lot of yards out of it. And they're going to get a flag on a late hit. Sanders still. It's a huge hit out of bounds on Saquon Barkley. Oh, Sanders still. That's going to be another huge penalty call. Once again, it's an unnecessary roughness call on 0. Mike Sanders still. Tap the distance to the goal. Oof. So by the rule book, that is absolutely a penalty. That is absolutely a penalty. But man, like by the rule book, through and through penalty on that one, but that is tough. So after again what should have been a huge stop, a penalty will wipe it off of the board. Now it's 1st and goal. Philadelphia from the 10. Washington needs to hold right here or things could get ugly. Motion from Smith going right side. Snap, it's a handoff to Barkley. Barkley dancing around and he's able to push forward for 6 down to the 4-yard line. Barkley already with 2 rushing touchdowns today, having a really good game on the ground. It's a timeout on the field. And yeah, man, Saquon having a legacy game. And I said pregame that there was the possibility that we see another Saquon legacy game. He hasn't carried the ball a whole lot. He's just been explosive with the ball in his hands. 8 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns so far with a long of 60. Like, come on, brother. Come on. So we got 47 seconds to go here now. 2nd and goal. Washington took a timeout trying to get the ball back. And hopefully be able to get something done with it if they get the ball back. 2nd and goal now from the 4. Saquon will remain in the backfield. He's been in and out a little bit with Gainwell today so far. Hurts in the gun. And we're going to see a number 81 motion into the formation a little bit as an up man. It will be another handoff to Barkley, and Barkley will have nowhere to go. Great play in there from the Washington D-line. Nothing doing for Saquon. And it appears we're going to get another timeout from Washington, so that'll be their final one. That'll be their final timeout. So Washington with their final timeout here with just over 40 seconds to go. Philadelphia at their 4, knocking on the door to make this, what would this be, a 15-point lead? Yeah, 15-point lead if Philadelphia scores right here. So if Washington can't hold on this 3rd and goal, things could turn catastrophic. But they also can't let the Eagles get into brotherly shove range, or it's probably over. Or it is probably so over. Oh, man. 3rd goal. Oh, shit. 3rd and goal, Hurts in the pistol. 2 receivers on the left side. Goddard gonna motion left. Hurts back to throw. Hurts quickly, and that is a touchdown. Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are putting themselves in position to run away with this thing on their way to the Super Bowl. A.J. Brown working on Sanders still, able to get both feet inbounds convincingly. Man. Philadelphia now starting to really bolster their lead. It is a 14-point lead now, pending extra point. And a 15-point lead while they get the ball at half. Washington needs points or they're going to be in a bad position coming out of halftime because they do not get ball. It'll be Elliott on for the extra point. Snap is down, and the kick is good. 15-point game now that Washington's going to have to try and make up. And all of this on a huge fumble by McNichols on the kick return. And Washington just shooting themselves in the foot constantly so far today. So we're going to have 39 seconds to go in the first half. 39 seconds. Washington's going to have no timeouts, so we could just see them kneel it down. What's going to happen as soon as we hit halftime is I'm going to use the bathroom. Okay, when we hit halftime, and then I'm going to come back, and then I've got stats. I got stats for halftime, which, let me tell you, stats are fun. Which I probably need to drag this tab over here, because I still need to be able to see chat in case anything pops off. Because I have made that mistake before. I have absolutely made that mistake before, and it made me very sad. But yes, once again, we are an ad break, so you are not missing a single thing. Don't you worry, your sweet head. See if we can hit 4 or 5 likes before halftime. You guys have all been awesome. Any like or subscription just helps get me out to more football fans, and I enjoy doing this sort of thing. Makes me feel good when I get to commentate a game just to any sort of live audience. So, once again, like and subscribe to help get me out there, and we'll be all right. Once again, I would like to remind everyone to drink water as well. Water is just as important as liking the video. Water is just as important as liking the video. Once again, we are still in ad break. We are still in ad break. You are not missing anything. And I'm going to just wait it out until halftime to run to the bathroom real quick. So, we are fine. Maybe one day I'll let you guys see my proper setup and how I, actually call and watch the games. Today is not that day. In fact, I'm going to just move that a little further that way. So you guys can't see the set. Because the set is sad. The set is sad. Here we are. We are back in the game. It should hopefully be Washington ball when they get it again. McNichols with the crucial fumble. Last time they touched the ball on that kickoff. And here we go. Elliott going to put this thing up. And and that will be fielded in the end zone for a touchback. So Washington going to have it at the 50 or the 30. God damn. Could you imagine touchbacks coming out to the 50? My God. So Washington, they are going to have themselves 39 seconds to go down the field and score, or to try to put any points onto the board to chip into this 15-point deficit. But really, a field goal doesn't do much for them. They got to score 39 seconds, no timeouts. Here we go. Daniels drops back to throw. He's going to toss it out wide to Austin Eckler, and Eckler will scamper out of bounds. Loss of 5 seconds on the play here. Just a little toss out there. It's going to be a gain of about 5 or 6. Oh, no, never mind. Gain of 3. It's a gain of 3 for Washington. 3rd and 7. Or 2nd and 7. Jeez, okay, I'm losing it. Here we go. Lock in. Daniel's going to be in an empty set here. 3 receivers on the left side. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Looking for something explosive. He's got a man over the middle, but now they got to move. Got a man over the middle, but now they got to move. Clock's going to get down to 20 seconds before they're able to spike it. Oh! We might have an encroachment call or something. It looked like the center got hit with... Looked like he got poked in the eye. Oh, right in the eye. Right to the eye of the center. Now that looked dirty. Jalen Carter. It is encroachment, so a couple of free yards there for... Free 5 yards. Clock is going to start on the snap. So a little bit of free yardage there, a la Jalen Carter on the encroachment call. Center's having a little chat with him now. Tyler Biatz. At least I think that's how I say his name. I hope that's how I say his name. Zane Gonzalez going to have himself ready to get to be in range. So now they're going to be at their own 45. 21 seconds to go, 1st and 5. Washington looking to get into at least field goal range, but they need something explosive here. Here's the whistle. 21 seconds to go. Daniels going to drop back to throw, empty set. Going to step up in the pocket. He's got to land a run here, but he's got to get out of bounds, and he does! At the opposing 35. Able to scamper around a block a little bit and then able to wiggle his way out of bounds. Kind of gets do-si-doed and tossed out, but he has a long escape lane. He's able to get a block, wiggle back inside with a cutback, and gets spun out of bounds. Stops the clock with 13 seconds, and they are now at the Eagles' 35. And we're going to get a timeout from Philadelphia here. Now they're a little discombobulated on this one. Washington would love to be able to get this thing to the end zone here with just a couple of plays. They're looking for the sideline on this one, absolutely for sure. 13 seconds, no timeouts, but they are now in field goal range right now. But a field goal range doesn't do a whole lot for you. Makes it a 12-point game opposed to a 15, so slightly better, but if you can get a touchdown miraculously here with 13 seconds to go, I mean, we've seen it happen in the playoffs before. That's all I'm saying. But Washington absolutely needs something here because Philadelphia's got ball after half. So here we go. It's going to be a prevent coverage. Oh my God. My stupid voice assistant. It is a prevent coverage for Philadelphia. Daniel's going to be in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back to throw. And he's going to find something short, trying to get some yardage and get out of bounds. And he's got Zach Ertz for a 1st down. And that'll be a much easier field goal. So ideally now for Washington, this turns into a 12-point game, which is a lot better because you no longer need that 2-point conversion. So that is much better for them. But Gonzalez now going to have a way easier kick. He only had 39 seconds to get down the field there. No timeouts either. So That was great play and great just execution from Washington on all fronts. We got a timeout from Philadelphia, so they're just trying to ice the kicker and selfishly prolong the end of the half here, man. I gotta pee, but that's fine. Who cares? Who cares about the stupid YouTube commentator? That's alright. It's alright. Last few seconds to help us get to 5 likes before halftime. All I gotta do is hit the thumb button under the stream. Would help me out a lot going into halftime. But here we go from the left hash. It's going to be a 42-yard attempt for Zane Gonzalez, trying to make this a 12-point ball game going into halftime. From the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. And it is perfect right through. You got 2 seconds left on the clock, so we're probably going to see just a little squib kick. Two seconds. This game has decided... Oh, I forgot to move it to 15. I am a doofus. I am a doofus. I am a doofus. If we get to 5 likes, I might get a brain. If we get to 5 likes, I might grow a brain, but that's okay, whatever. We're up to 11 concurrents. That's our highest of the stream so far, so thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Hope I can keep you around a little bit. We got 2 seconds left of the half, and then once halftime hits, I got to run to the bathroom, and then I'll be right back once we hit there to give you guys all the stats and the stuff you need from this first half. Because the numbers, I am excited to go over them. I am. Where's my ESPN? There we are. And here is the kick. Last little bit for the half. And that will be fielded and returned from the end zone from a couple of yards deep. And he will just slide down after he kills the clock. So that'll run us into halftime, ladies and gentlemen. 15-27 Philadelphia. I will rejoin you in just a moment. I gotta run to the bathroom. So enjoy the chair. And perhaps I one-up it just a little bit as well. Luigi chair. Maybe. Stay. Luigi chair. Alright. The Luigi hat fell and now I'm sad. Alright, whatever. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't get raided while I'm gone. All right, we're back. We are back. Get a sip of water in my system real quick. There we go. So, God, I might have to... I gotta rearrange a little bit because my mic is over here, not over there. So if anything happens over here on that monitor, well, that's gonna be fun. Anyways, what do we got for numbers? Jaden Daniels has had a pretty good game passing so far. He is up to 139 yards on a 15 of 24 completion rate for a touchdown. Tress Way on the fake punt got a 23-yard completion as well. Rushing-wise, haven't really seen Washington be able to run the ball super well, and now playing from behind, they're not going to have a lot of chances to do so, but Jaden Daniels is 31 yards with his legs. Brian Robinson averaging 3 yards a carry, 7 carries for 22 yards. And then you got Eckler 2 for 5. So not a whole lot doing there from that Washington rushing game. Receiving-wise, Terry McLaurin's leading the charge, as you'd expect. Has a nice long 36-yard touchdown on his rap sheet here. You got Zach Ertz with 34 yards. He's been a reliable target there if JD's been in trouble. What else do we got? Dami Brown, 2 for 30. Ben Sano, 1 for 23 on that fake punt. Zacchaeus has 2 catches, 12 yards. He's kind of been there for screens. Washington's tried to get the screen game going a couple of times, but they have been snuffed out every time. John Bates has 2 catches, 11 yards. Eckler's got 2 catches for 9. And then really just the 2 things that have killed Washington in this first half is that McNichols fumble and the Dami Brown fumble, because both of them turned into turnover points for Philadelphia. And so with that kind of being in mind, this is a different game because of those turnovers, for sure. Now, offensively for Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts, 12 of 18, 141 yards and a touchdown of his own. But it is Saquon Barkley that has really stolen the show. First half numbers, you got 9 carries for 85 yards, 2 touchdowns with that long 60-yard run on the first play from scrimmage. Jalen Hurts barely doing anything with his legs. Technically, 6 carries, 8 yards, basically all on brotherly shoves or escaping a sack. He's got a touchdown as well, and Kenneth Gainwell has gotten a couple of touches for 8 yards. Receiving-wise, A.J. Brown has been that guy. 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Let's see. Dallas Goedert, 3 for 32, so he's been a good little bit of a safety valve there for, Jalen Hurts. Devontae Smith has a couple of catches for 28. Gainwell's got 2 for 16, and then Barkley only has 1 4-yard catch. But they've been making things work really well. No fumbles for Philadelphia. So there you are. They had fumble recoveries. Gainwell recovered 1, as did Reed Blankenship. Defensively, Zach Bond, 10 tackles already, 10 total tackles. He's been all over the place. While Bobby Wagner headlines the leaders in tackles there for Washington. God, I can't convey my speech. All right, what do we got? Oren Burks has a sack for Philadelphia. Meanwhile, you've got Frankie Louvu with a big sack that led to a missed field goal for Philadelphia. So he's got that. Both teams have big sacks right there. Pause. Hang on. God damn it. Frankie Louvu had a big sack that led to a missed field goal. Otherwise, this would still be a 15-point game going into halftime, coming out of halftime, however you want to phrase that. And really, it has just been this Washington secondary, or just this Washington defense. Their inability to stop the run in this is really starting to show. Saquon's kind of having his way however the hell he wants it. He's got that 60-yard run under his belt. And now, really, Philadelphia has just kind of been starting to, pick this Washington defense apart, because they have to respect Saquon Barkley. Of course, they've already seen what he can do. So they have to sit there and respect Saquon, and that's giving Jalen Hurts the opportunity to just kind of drop back, throw some lazy little passes, because Washington can't just let Saquon Barkley do whatever the hell he wants. I really think that 60-yard Saquon touchdown to start things out was a complete and utter tone setter. And so I expect now going into the second half that we're going to see a lot, and I mean a lot of running from Philadelphia here in the second half, because Washington can't stop them, really, first of all. So you got that. And on top of that fact, because Washington can't stop the run here, I mean, we could see Saquon really turn it on here in this second half. Just because of that, Philadelphia should be able to do whatever the hell they want. Washington's got to really adjust here, and they got to find a way to corral this short passing game that's been working for Philadelphia, while also finding a way to keep Saquon Barkley just hemmed in and not completely able to run over them. Offensively, this run game hasn't done much for them. I don't think they're going to have that opportunity. They are down a couple of possessions, both in points and just in possessions, just based on turnovers and shit. So Commanders just got to clean up. Commanders got to clean up here, but the fear is that it might be a little too late for them now to realistically claw back into this thing, unless they have a perfect second half. Defense is going to have to come up with a couple of huge stops for them to let them get back into the game. So for Washington, a little dire, but it's a 12-point game. But it feels like it should be even more. It should be more. It should be 30-15 right now. But Washington still has a chance to claw into this thing. They're just going to need a lot to go their way going into half. Or coming out of half. Which I should probably go fix that over here. What is half? Yeah, OBS tech stuff just really likes to fight me all the time. So yeah, those are my stats, my keys to the second half. A lot going for both these teams here, but Washington is going to need a monumental second half effort here to be able to hold Philadelphia in check, while also, you know, their offense, they got to stop turning the ball over, man. They got to stop turning the goddamn ball over. Because did you know, okay, tell me if you guys knew this. Turning the ball over is really fucking bad. Giving the ball away is bad. Dude, I know, I have the greatest insight on the planet. Nobody does insight better than I do. I gotta go close my window, man. It's getting chilly in here. It usually gets hot when I run my computer in here, but it is cold. It's like some cold breeze just running across right here. It is cold in here now. And maybe that's my door being open too. All the airflow and whatnot. Big stretch. Big stretch. We do enjoy big stretch. Alrighty. We're up to 3 likes on the stream here at half, so appreciate the hell out of yous. We're having a good time on this. We're up to 427 views. I think we got between 3, 4, 5 sitting in here as well, so you guys have been awesome. I believe we have gained a couple subscribers during this as well. We're up to 102. So let's go. We're up to 102. I am working on like a big kind of Broncos like off-season video sort of thing. It's gonna take some learning, so I'm probably gonna do some like supplemental live streams here. We're probably gonna start shooting like Mondays and Wednesdays. Like I gotta figure out my off-season schedule here, because it's gonna be weird, and I think that's gonna be the first like real test of my channel, is like really trying to figure out what I'm doing here in the off-season. Which, like, there's going to be all the signings and stuff, but there's also just going to be a dead period in the summer with, like, OTAs and shit. And that sort of thing, so maybe I try and branch out and collab with some other smaller, just NFL channels, so we'll have to see with that. We'll have to see, but I'm certainly, not complaining with where things are sitting right now. 2025 has been off to a good start. So I am happy with that. Not as good as I would have hoped, but definitely good. So yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just thankful. I'm just feeling good about life right now. That's all I gotta say on that. Once again, we are still in halftime. So you are not missing anything. We are still at half. We are having a good time. A good time. Yeah, I can move my iPad just a little bit. Yeah, I'm watching the game on my iPad. Because I have NFL Plus. Because I have NFL Plus. That's kind of the only thing I got as well. So, like, yeah, no. It is what it is. Like I said, if I showed you guys my setup, it is an affront to God. And it would be bad. Because my setup is kind of an affront to God. I'm not even going to lie. I am not even going to lie. Affront to God. But yeah, so we should only have a couple more minutes until... We should only have a couple more minutes until we are back into the game. So once again, really appreciate everyone that's been here. Really, really appreciate it. Alrighty. I think we might be about to get into stuff. We're getting a TurboTax ad, and that's who they're sponsored by today, allegedly. NFC Championship game by, Alright. We will be coming back, and this will be Philadelphia ball to start the third quarter. So this is going to be interesting. Like I said, Washington's got to find a way to stop the run because that is something that Philadelphia is likely going to double down on here in the second half. Meanwhile, Washington's going to have to play perfect on offense. They're going to have to clean up the turnovers, both on special teams and on offense. They've got 2 lost fumbles. And so right now, this first drive is going to be real telling about how the rest of this game is going to go. Because if Washington, or if Philadelphia just marches down and scores, man, like, that could be over. That could be ball game for Washington. What else I should have done is I should have gone and gotten the thumbnail made here for this other game as well. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to be working on that during commercial break, just getting a thumbnail made and whatnot. We'll get that opened. Have that ready to go. Remove layer. Remove layer. Remove layer. Oh, we love Krita. Yeah, that's what I moved to, was Krita for thumbnails and stuff. Which, once I figure out how to use it more, we'll get it. But here we are, kickoff. Zane Gonzalez will boot this thing off, and it will be returned up to the 15, 20, 25, and it'll get dragged down at the 30. Number 28 was able to make a touchback out of it pretty much. Whew. All right, I gotta take me a nice deep breath here, folks. Take me a nice deep breath. And now it's getting warm in here. I hate it here. Here we go. Philadelphia ball to start things out. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And we are going to see if this Washington defense can bring the juice. Washington defense has got to bring the juice. We do have an injury. There was an injury on that play. Ooh. And Gainwell takes a helmet-to-helmet shot trying to throw a block for Shipley on that kick return. He gets folded. Ooh. So I hope Gainwell's okay. Oh. No, you hate to see that. So Cam Jurgens is out of the game now. Cam Jurgens is out of the game. Dickerson was trying to just thug it out and make it through, but it seems like he was in a little too much pain. Gainwell is going to waltz off of the field too. He gets up under his own power, so that's good to see. That is good to see. Gainwell able to walk off under his own power. So right after the kickoff here, man. So, so Landon Dickerson is out now. It's going to be Jurgens, number 51, taking his place for now. I'll let you know what I know as the updates come in. But here we go. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Gets the snap off, and they will open there with a run. It's a keeper there, and Hurts now just trying to find somewhere to go. And he's going to take a loss of 2 on that. Unable to find anything, and he gets whipped around on the keeper. Unable to find any room or anywhere to turn the corner on that one, so that's going to make it 2nd and 12 for Philadelphia. Loss of 2. Just tried to run a little zone option there, trying to maybe get some heat off of Saquon or use the heat that Saquon has on him to his advantage. But right now, Washington absolutely needs a massive stop. Here we go, another gun set. Saquon over to the left side. Hurts back to throw. Gonna pump in. He's gonna get pressured and sacked. That is Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong, number 92 for Washington. Able to fly in there and just drop Jalen Hurts. just gets around the tackle in the corner, gets in there, and just wraps him down. Jordan Mailata looked like he got around late a little bit there, just didn't really match the outside speed on that one. So that is that. 3rd and 19 now at their own 22. They're in the gun. Goddard going to motion out to the left side, and it's going to be a screen to Goddard. Goddard gets a couple of blocks, and will get back up just past the 30, up to about the 31. But that will be a 3-and-out for Philadelphia. And for Washington, that is exactly what they needed after just a bit of a rough first half there. So now it's going to be up to their offense. Can they drive down the field, get him back in the game, and can they hold on to the ball? They've had issues with possession today, or with ball security. So here we go. Braden Mann up to boot this thing away. That'll be his first punt. And he will actually kick it. And for now, that's going to bounce down. They're going to play poison with that thing. It's going to take really a neutral bounce there, and that'll plop down at the 25. So Jaden Daniels going to have it in the second half. I'll be right back. Another bathroom break. I drank a lot of water in that first half. We do this a lot on stream. So enjoy the chair once again. I love ya. I'll be right back. Like I said, we would be back. Drank a lot of water, keeping my throat, keeping my whistle, keeping the whistle wet here. Gotta keep the whistle wet, man. What I need to do is I just need to start making a cup of throat coat during halftime. Make sure we're all good, because I am planning on calling this other game, which, in fact, I need to get to getting that thumbnail put together. Yeah, we got to get that thumbnail up and made here. Alright, that seems like some BS. Oh, we are back in the game, so there is that. Best thing I can do is just get these logos downloaded real quick. Work with me here. There we go. Here we go. It will be Washington on offense. Split set for Daniels. It'll be a handoff to the right side to Brian Robinson. Looks like they're going to try and establish the run a little bit. And that is not going to be much. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3. Down into, let's see. So here they go. They're going tempo here a little bit, and they have been really good at that over the season. Trying to wear him out. It's an empty set for Daniels from their own 28. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. He's under pressure, and he is going to take a huge sack. And that is going to put him down at the 15. That's a loss of about 13-14 on that one. Jordan Davis just plows through the interior of the line and plants. And he will plant Jaden Daniels right on his rear. Unable to escape out of that. Maybe missed a potential face mask call on that, but it is what it is. 3rd and 20 now for Washington from their own 16. Daniels with the snap. They set up a screen to Austin Eckler. Eckler getting a couple of blocks, and he'll wiggle up past the 20 just a little bit, but not much further in that. Gets to about his own 24. They get a little more punting room, and that is a huge stop by the Philadelphia defense there. A bad start to the second half for Washington. And that is definitely not what you were hoping to see if you are a Commanders fan. I said I got to finish getting this thumbnail put together real quick as well, because we are going to very much need that for later. But here is the punt for Tress Way. His first actual punt. He's able to get that thing off and rocket it to the other side of the field. Fielded at the 31, and they will take it, return it, and he'll get tackled down at about his own 43. So Philadelphia going to have some really good field position. Philadelphia going to have real good field position. And I'm going to have a second to actually get this thumbnail put together over here for the Kansas City and Buffalo game, which I will be calling after this. Calling both conference title games and the Super Bowl when we get there in after the Pro Bowl and everything. So a little bit, yeah, Super Bowl will hopefully do numbers for me on that one. All my layers are off a little bit. Maybe the way I did the thumbnail was like a little scuffed. Maybe I'm kind of screwing myself with the amount of space I'm giving myself. It's a very imperfect art. I am still learning Krita, and it's very interesting. We're not missing anything. By the way, we're not missing anything. It is a commercial break after the Washington punt. It is commercial break, so we'll be fine there. I'm just getting my thumbnail set now, so that way I can just get that up and ready to go in just over an hour and a half, because that game kicks off pretty quick. So, alright, here we go. Chiefs, AFC. Yeah, like I said, I'm just messing around. I'm doing thumbnail stuff over here. Which I should almost have that thumbnail done. Oh, now I just need Arrowhead as the background. There we are. Can we get a night shot potentially? Can we get a night shot? Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Let's go. Oh, there we go. My options were, the hell file is that? Never mind. That was not the one. What about this one? Dot web page. Okay, I guess we'll figure that out in a little bit. Here we go. Philadelphia ball, which I got to go fix over on our scoreboard over here. Yes, there we go. Philadelphia ball at their own 42 after Tressway punt. Hurts will be in the gun. It'll be a fake to the running back, and Hurts going to load up and throw to his right side, and he's got A.J. Brown for a first down and more. And he'll fall forward at the other 40-yard line, so already one play on this drive, and this Philadelphia offense is on the other side of the field. And he is picking on Sanders still real bad today. And it's working. Another gun set. We're going to see number 83 motion over to the left side. Barkley in the backfield, and it will be a fake to him. A little toss to Goddard on the run. And Goddard will be able to claw himself forward for about a gain of 7, I believe. So that'll set up a second and manageable. Little RPO read option type stuff right there. Stuff that I wish Sean Payton did more with Bo during the season, that's for sure. Clock, we are at 9:47 and counting down. Number 83 going to motion to the right side of the formation now. Hurts back to throw in the gun. Looking, and he's got Dallas Goedert on the left side, and he'll get inside of the 10. Steps out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And this Eagles offense has come alive so far. Way good throw from the pocket there. Just had a nice little wheel fade route from the tight end on that one, who was lined up as a slot guy. Dallas Goedert was wide open down the seam. Another gun set here at the 9. They say he stepped out of the 9, not the 8, so my apologies. I know I just ruined an experience or two. But here we go. Hurts in the gun. It will be another throw. No, it's going to be a quarterback run. Hurts breaks out of a tackle, gets a block, and that is a Philadelphia touchdown. They are just pouring it on. That'll be an 18-point lead. An extra point will make it 19. And Philadelphia is unstoppable now. Couple of huge throws here on the drive, and then he gets an outstanding block from Barkley in the hole and a great block from A.J. Brown on the outside as he cut it to get into the end zone. So there you go. Philadelphia has come out and just started putting belt to ass. Extra point. Elliott is up and good. 34-15. 19-point game now for Philadelphia. Yeah, 8:58 to go in the quarter. And right now, Hurts and this offense are unstoppable. I really didn't think about it. How are we sounding audio-wise? If you guys wouldn't mind letting me know, like, are we good audio-wise, voice-wise? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? What are you guys feeling on that one? I had to find a better picture here, Arrowhead. There we go. We got the background for the thumbnail. That's got to be just about the bottom layer. Getting the thumbnail all set up now, so that is pretty cool. But yeah, no, just let me know how I sound. Do I sound good? Am I too quiet? Am I too loud? Do I need to go turn down the gain and stuff on the mic? Let me know what we're feeling here while I finish getting this thumbnail put together. Yeah, vector layers are going to be the end of me. Vector layers are going to be the end of me. Okay, that should be good for the thumbnail, so I should be able to just save as. And that is going to be .jpeg, .png. I'm going to get out of my Krita projects because I don't want it there. That should be fine. We can close out of Krita. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting like thumbnail stuff set up for the next stream because I'm going to have to go get that all scheduled and everything as well. Or at least have it ready to go. Or, no, that's got to be Buffalo. Casey. Which, how many subs are we at right now? I got to make sure I have the sub goal right on that, because if it's not, I look like a doofus. We're at 102 right now. I'm going to just keep that in case that changes. But there is the kickoff from Jake Elliott, and that will put ball back in Washington's hands. That is going to be a touchback right there out of the kick. So Washington's in a lot of trouble. 3 and out on their first second half possession, which is bad for him there. And then Philadelphia goes down and lays another score down, so maybe the power of friendship is finally running out for Washington. The power of friendship. It's going to be their split pistol sort of thing. Running back 2, you've got Daniels right and behind him. Motion Dyami Brown over to the right side. There's the snap. It's going to be play action for Daniels. In the throw, he's pressured. Now he's able to dance to his right and find Dyami Brown for a first down exactly at the 40-yard line. And that'll move him forward. Daniels able to navigate the pocket back there, able to roll out and find a guy when he had to. It's like a little bit of a, not quite cross body, but definitely about parallel. They give him up to the 42, forward progress. It's a pistol set. We're going to see number 87 motion to the other side of the formation. It'll be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who breaks out of a tackle and then gets plunked down after a gain of about 6. Able to get across the 48-yard line is Mr. Robinson. And we have a guy down. That is number 98 for, is that Jalen Carter? Is that, oh man. Carter might be hurt. It is Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter's hurt and down on the field. It's a gain of 6 for Washington on the play, but Jalen Carter is down. Oh, no. I don't like seeing guys go down. I hate seeing guys get hurt, man. I hate seeing guys get hurt. So that is definitely not what you want to see from just a football fan perspective. Jalen Carter's hurt, unfortunately. So we are in ad break. You're not missing anything right now. You are not missing anything, so we are good there. But it is because we got a guy. Because we got a guy down, which is unfortunate. So, ay. Oh, jeez. Peyton Manning commercial. Wonderful. Peyton Manning commercial. I'm kind of regretting not taking that. Oh, I had a protein shake that I was going to slap once it cooled down. These protein shakes are gas. Like, actually, for real. These protein shakes are actual gas. If I can just get this stupid little tab to come off. Maybe. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're getting places. Yeah, I like these Premier Protein shakes. I don't know if anyone else likes these. Likes these. But these are gas. I like these. They're good. Not quite a... It's kind of a meal replacement thing, but low calories, doesn't have a ton of sugar. A lot of protein for a guy. You'll love to see it. Yeah, 1 total gram of sugar, man. And these taste really good. You should sponsor me, Premier Protein. Ah. The chocolate peanut butter ones of these are actually way, way good. All right. We are getting back in. Carter appears to be all right. He is standing. But here we go now. From their own 48, Daniels are going to be in the gun once again. Zacchaeus going to motion to the left side of the formation. Daniels will take the snap and drop back to throw. It's a 3-4-man rush. And he's able to find Zach Ertz on the second level. And he gets ran out of bounds. And that is a huge gain there for Washington, who's just trying to scratch and claw back into this goddamn game. Daniels able to find that mid-level out route. It was a flood concept. And Ertz just able to pop wide open. Ah. Ooh, there we go. Protein shake down. From the gun, it'll be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to run right into a Philadelphia Eagle. And Jalen Carter is back on the field, so that is even more encouraging to see. You do love to see that for Philadelphia and just for Jalen Carter himself. And that will, it goes down as a gain of 4. You got Washington now firmly in Philadelphia territory, once again just trying to scratch and claw their way back into this thing for the right to go to the Super Bowl. Now at the Philadelphia 27-yard line. He's got 3 receivers down on the left. Snap. Daniels, he's going to find a man over the middle. That is Zacchaeus. And that'll be a first down, gain of 8. Needed 6, and he gets 8. Cubs are finalizing a trade for Ryan Presley, right-handed pitcher from the Astros. Sorry, that just popped up as a notification on my shit. Thought that would make someone happy. Zacchaeus going to motion once again over to the right side of the formation now. Another gun set. He's going to get set between the 2 guys on the top of the screen. Daniels takes a snap, and it looks to be a designed run. Daniels able to find a little bit of room before he goes down. And it looked like he was about to get smoked, but he's able to drop down into a slide. A little bit of a late slide. Still gets kind of clapped, but he does avoid a brutal hit to the head. So that's good for him, because that looked like it would have been a violent shot up to his head. Here we go. It's a gain of 7. Looks like a... Oh my God. This looks like Washington wants to go a bit tempo. 2nd and 3. Bates going to motion around. It'll be a handoff to Robinson. Robinson will get slung down after a gain of only 1.5. It's going to set up a 3rd and a longer one for him on this upcoming down. 3rd and probably a longer one than you'd like. Yeah, full one. Another gun set. Kind of stacked all the receiving guys on the other side of the line on the left. Daniels, it's going to be a little bit of a speed option. He's able to make a man miss, break some tackles, and touchdown. Jaden Daniels able to put the moves on a man and get into the end zone. Has himself a little end zone dance, and he earned that one. That's just a little speed option. He's got Brian Robinson out on a pitch. He's able to make a man move, split defenders, and just boogie into the end zone there for the touchdown. And, yeah, Washington needed that big time to try and claw back into this thing. It's like I said way earlier, Jaden Daniels trying to be the first rookie quarterback to go to a Super Bowl. They're going to go for 2 on this thing now. It would be an 11-point game if they get it. They're going to come out in a pistol set now with a 1 receiver isolated on the right side. Now Ertz going to head out. It's a little bit of a play action, read option. He's able to drift and find a man, Zacchaeus, for a 2-point conversion. And that'll make it an 11-point game. But the question now just becomes, will their defense be able to hold up now and keep them in this thing? Don't go anywhere, folks. It's same song and dance. You know where I'm going at this point. I'll be right back. I drank a lot of water. Who cares? It honestly ends up working decently well for me because it really is just like a real broadcast break. It really is just kind of like a broadcast break. I've been thinking a little bit like what I want to do during the off season, and I've really thought about like just finding like old archived games to watch and then do like commentary practice on, if that makes sense. Really. let me know if you guys would want to see that. Like, I think that'd be cool. Just doing, like, practice streams and whatnot, where I'm just commentating over super old footage. Obviously, do a little bit of research before each game and, like, get the context of everything and whatnot. But, like, just find some random archived games and do, like, practice commentary. Which is basically what this is. I mean, this is the first season I've done anything like this, because I never did this when I was running my old podcast back on my gaming channel, which I've, honest to God, kind of left dormant for a little bit, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. The football has become the focus. So, Washington able to get this thing back within 11 after a Philadelphia score, and it's going to be up to their defense now to just be able to hold this offense to, at best, 3. Washington's defense is in dire need of a stop. But here is the kick by Mr. Gonzalez, and that will flutter up into the darkening sky, and there we go. That will get returned. He's got some blocks set up, and he gets shoved out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. And it'll be Philadelphia and their offense back onto the field. They are firmly in control right now as things stand, able to do whatever the hell they want. And now this is likely the most important possession of this game if you are the Washington defense, because you absolutely need a stop. And each possession at this point only gets more important. You got 4:58 in the third. So you got about 20 minutes to get back into the lead here. We're going to see a motion from Devonta Smith over to the right side. Hurts from the gun. It'll be a handoff to Barkley. Able to wiggle out of a couple of tackles. And he'll get dragged down from behind after a gain of 6. Looked like he had a lot of green grass to go if he was able to break out of that shoelace tackle. But alas, he does get dragged down. Less than ideal start for Washington on that 5-yard gain. Now a tiny bit of tempo here from Philadelphia. Another gun set. It'll be a play action for Hurts. Hurts looking. Now he's going to have to bounce out of the pocket. Now he's under pressure. Spins around, and he's able to throw the ball away before he gets sacked. He had a man in the area. Got it past to the line. Just barely able to get things off with 4 Commanders bearing down on him. It's going to set up a 3rd and 5. He had a one-on-one with Devonta Smith and Sanders still, or Lattimore. It might have been Lattimore, and he was able to contain him well. There was good coverage, and just almost all of the Washington pass rush able to get there just a second too late. 3rd and 5 now from their own 36. Philadelphia will come out in the gun with a bunch set on the left. Saquon will remain in the game. Play clock down to 2. He gets the snap off. Hurts back to throw. And he's got a wide open Devonta Smith on a drag. Able to get a little more after the first down. And he will get slung down by Marshawn Lattimore, who has been a little bit of a problem for Washington. Culprit of a couple of penalties so far this game that have kind of cost him at spots. Great blocking there by that offensive line, giving Hurts time to find somebody downfield. And that is a wide first down. They got the ball spotted and everything, and they are now at their own 47. 1st and 10, Hurts in the gun. Takes a snap. It's going to be a little screen over to Goddard on the far side, and Goddard will rumble forward for a first down and into plus territory. Inside of the Washington 45, so once again, Washington's defense with their back against the wall in need of a stop, and I mean in desperate need of a stop. Another 1st and 10 now for Philadelphia. A little up-tempo there. Takes a snap, drops back to throw. Hurts gonna navigate around the pocket a little bit. Does a whole J-turn in the backfield, and he's just gonna throw this thing away. Everything downfield gets clamped down. Everything downfield gets clamped down. That'll set up 2nd and 10. Still in Washington territory. And if the Commanders can get a stop here, then they really have a chance to turn the tides, but that's the thing. Can they get that stop? Because it's not been good for him today. It has not been great for him today. Okay, here we go. Hurts will be under center. Saquon in the backfield. We're in a motion Devontae Smith over to the right side. Another pitch out to Barkley. Gets past the line and just has to dive down for a couple of yards. Unable to find a whole lot of blocking. It looked like the same play they hit that 60-yard home run on. Yep, Tom just said it too. Go back to that same play that they hit a home run on, and it still gets him a few yards. Not the 60 yards that it got. 3rd and 5 now. Eagles running a little up-tempo still. Hurts in the gun with a trip set to his right. Going to make a quick adjustment here with he's got a tight end isolated on the left side of the formation. Hurts with the snap, and the play gets blown up by Frankie Louvu. It was a handoff to Barkley, and they barely got the handoff out before Louvu just flew in. Times the snap perfectly, and Louvu able to blow this thing up. Great play from Louvu, and that could have easily been fumbled. Louvu with a huge TFL, and Washington will get the ball back. After holding this Eagles offense, huge stop for the Washington D. And even though they're likely to get pinned down deep right here, it is still a win for Washington. There's the snap to Braden Mann. He'll get this thing off. Kind of short legs it, trying to pin them back. Takes a bounce. They're able to swat it out of the end zone and pin them at the 3. So it is going to be Washington ball. But they are going to have a long way to go. But for now, an 11-point game. Yeah, just barely able to swat it out of the end zone were the Eagles. You guys are pretty close there on who's going to win on the poll. Oh, it's a touchback. Because his foot touched the goal line and then he touched the ball. That will be a touchback. So Washington in way less bad of a spot than they were about 5 seconds ago. But yeah, you guys are close on the poll. I believe that's 10-8. So here we go from the 20. 1:34 to go in the third quarter. Daniel's going to be in the gun. 2-by-1 set. Now we're going to motion Zacchaeus over to the left side. Here's the snap. It's a play action to Eckler. Blitz gets picked up, and he's going to find Zach Ertz in stride. And he will get dragged down at the 36. Good play for Washington there, and that's the one they needed. Daniel's able to stay steadfast in the pocket and find his man. It was Ertz over on a crossing route. Gain of 16 on the play, and they're going to go hurry up on this one. Empty set. Daniels back to throw. Daniels' pass gets batted at the line, and that will be incomplete with 1:06 to go in the third. 1:06 to go. It's an incompletion there on the batted ball at the line. But we definitely are seeing tempo now out of Washington, and they did this. They really did this in the wild card is when they did it well. They did it pretty all right against the Lions too. So here we go. It's going to be another 2-by-1 set. Dude. Here we go. Here's the snap. Daniels drops back, gets it through, and it's a drop by Zach Ertz. Hit him right in the hands. Can't find his intended guy. 1:02 to go in the quarter. Stumbling over myself a little bit there, words-wise. Rough play right there. Ertz definitely had a good amount of yards on that. So Philadelphia's defense gets a win right there, and it's 3rd and 10. And you gotta have this one if you're Washington. Daniel's going to be in an empty set. He's got 2 guys on the left, 3 on the right. Gets set, takes a snap, drops back to throw, gets it out quick, and that is a Washington first down. Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz able to get over the middle once again. Daniel's able to stand tall against a blitz and find Ertz, who slides down to grab it. It's touchdown. 40 seconds to go, and we are seeing tempo out of Washington now. McLaurin going to motion to the right side of the formation, and from their own 49, here's the snap. Daniels drops back to throw. Now he's going to jump up a little bit and just toss it out. Ball is out! And Philadelphia has it again! Another turnover by the Commanders! But Diaz is mad because he came out of the pile with the ball. How do they call this? Biotish came out with the ball. What happened? It is Philadelphia ball. And the third killer turnover by Washington. With 22 seconds in the third. That was something I said they had to clean up during halftime. And just unable to do so. Oh, man. That is a bad break for Washington. That is a bad break for Washington. Eckler gave it up this time, so 3 different guys. And, man, Jaden Daniels is getting kind of let down today. So now Washington's defense, with their backs against the wall, need to make a good play here. Hurts out of the gun, gonna roll to his right, and he finds A.J. Brown on the outside, who's got a first down and more. Gain of about 15, 16, and that'll get him into plus territory once again, and that will likely be the final play of the quarter. Oh, man. That is unfortunate for Washington. All right, we'll call the poll. Going into the fourth quarter, more of you guys said Philadelphia was going to win, so understandable, no blame. I'm just going to throw up the old default poll now. Alright, new thing up. I'm going to run to the bathroom while we still got commercial break in the quarter. Actually, I got to change this to Q4 real quick. Okay, perfect. I will be right back. Call me the king of being hydrated at this point. I drink so much damn water during these streams, dude, that it's like commercial break, bathroom break on the break. Can my chair go higher? My chair can go higher, but just by a little bit. We are still in commercial break. You are not missing anything. You are not missing a thing, ladies and gentlemen. But man, another crucial, badly timed turnover by Washington, and now Philadelphia is deep in their territory with an 11-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into the real nitty-gritty of this thing, and stay tuned after this because we will be streaming Kansas City and Buffalo as well, which I should probably actually go schedule that real quick. It's just going to take me into here. I can't go schedule anything else. Okay, that is kind of tragic, but it is what it is. Here we go now from the Washington 32. God. All right, well, I missed the play because my iPad voice assistant decided to screw me over, but it's a gain of 9 by Dallas Goedert. Looked like a jet sweep that I slightly missed, so sadly it is what it is. I'm not trying to say anything to my voice assistant on my iPad, but she pops up anyways. 2nd and 1 now. Inside of the 25. First down is at the 22. It's going to be a gun set for Hurts. He's making a slight adjustment at the line. He's got 2 guys bunched at the bottom of the formation. Smith will motion, and now it's a handoff to Barkley, who's got a hole on the left side. Barkley accelerating, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Able to fly through the hole and just accelerate in, and he just gets caught from behind. Great blocks all around. Had a wide open hole that I once again probably could have fit my truck through, and Jeremy Chin just able to get him in. So, brotherly shove time. Goddard trying to carry Hurts in, and he won't be able to do so. They called him down at the 2. We got a flag down. We'll see what the flag is on this one. It is a defensive offside. Had a guy lined up in the neutral zone, so that is half the distance to the goal. Replay first down. We're getting another brotherly shove for sure. Let Saquon run the shove. Let Saquon run the shove. He earned it, please. Ah, God damn it. So, Eagles will line up here for the brotherly shove. The ball was fumbled, and he gets nothing. No gain. He barely manages to pick it back up off of the ground. It is 2nd and goal after the, yeah, that ball just barely able to scoop it off of the ground. And just nothing he's able to do. So now 2nd and goal after the penalty. They replayed first down. At what point do they just give it to Saquon? They're going to try the shove again. Oh, and they hard count him. They hard count him to get it closer. Luvu jumped over the line. He jumped over both lines. That's just athletic as hell. He just dove over both lines on the hard count. So another half the distance to the goal. That's the best thing I've seen today. Luvu just Superman dives over both lines. I mean, hell, man, whatever you gotta do, that is something. They're trying to do whatever they can. So now at the 1. Brotherly shove territory, 2nd and goal. And they get him again! He does it again! Luvu's just trying to shut this thing down. The ref is laughing with him. And they're just going to move like a centimeter closer. Oh. So another half the distance to the goal. Another penalty like that will result in a personal foul, which would be an automatic first down. So now, Luvu's got to back off. Philly's playing the long game. All you got to do is fall forward if you're Jalen Hurts. He stays back on the hard count. And we have another hard count. Philly is playing the long game. They're getting guys off of the line and everything. It's hard count and hard count and hard count. And that's probably going to be an unsportsmanlike call. Just guys trying to jump the snap there and just result in encroachment. They might award a score. Replay second down because it's not on the same guy, but if they keep getting the penalty, they can just give Philadelphia the score. We might see something in the rule book that we have never seen before. Oh my God, Washington, no, please let this happen. Please jump off sides again. According to the rules, if they just keep getting penalties, they can just give Philly the score. No, please. I have to see this happen. Oh, they snap it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. I wanted to see the crazy shit. I wanted to see the crazy shit happen. No. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, and my headphones fell down. We had the chance to see the funniest shit ever. And we didn't get it. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, Philadelphia was scoring there no matter what happened, but we had the chance to see the stupidest shit ever. And we didn't get it. Extra point is up and good. And we sadly did not see the refs award a penalty score. Oh, man. And now the Eagles definitely appear poised to be going to the Super Bowl. It's an 18-point lead. Washington's got a lot of ground to make up, and I don't know if there's enough time anymore. I don't know if there's enough time for Washington to make it up. Now my room's hot, man. Come on. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. It's too damn hot, and then it gets too damn cold. I might have to put my hair up, man. I'm getting sick of my hair being in my face. I might just have to put my hair up. I got scrunchies at my local Smith's, my local Smith's supermarket for this specifically. Now I'm getting the notifications that Perna's going to go live for Bills versus Chiefs, which I think is the most anticipated one. Yeah, I got to put my hair up, dude. I'm sick of my hair being in my face. Oh, man. I'll put a hat on, though. I'll put a hat on. Which maybe I could have done just initially. I think I might have done this in the wrong order. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're still in commercial break. You're not missing anything. So if you're worried about that, you're not missing anything. There we go. There we go. We're all good. We're all good. We are all good, and I'm probably going to wear a Broncos jersey for the Chiefs game because I have to give any and all energy to Buffalo. If I have to be the anti-Chief in here, I'm just throwing on some deodorant just in case. I put some on already multiple times today, but you never know with spray deodorant. Self-care. Self-care is good for you. And we are still in ad break. Not anymore. We are back to this. They're showing all the Eagles NFC title games, at least the last few. Nick Foles is in attendance. Let's go. He was an honorary captain for him. That's awesome. We love Nick Foles. Nick Foles is that guy. Nick Foles is that guy. Here we go. There is the kick after the touchdown. Washington will get it with 12:24 to go. And there it is. An 18-point deficit now for Washington to try to make up. Their defense has not been able to stop anything today. Not a single thing. And maybe, just maybe, the power of friendship has finally ran out for Washington. I think it's finally ran out for Washington. Unless they got one more burst like at the end of an anime with the power of friendship. Might be over. From the 30, it's going to be from the gun. Daniel's going to drop back, and now he's got to try and escape pressure, and he just throws that one away. I'm surprised they might not have called that for intentional grounding. That looked like they could have got it. So that's a bit rough. Daniel's able to avoid a sack. It looked like Jalen Carter was just ripping up the middle, along with the rest of the Eagles' pass rush. 12:18 to go now, and Washington is in dire straits. You're down 18 with 12 minutes to go. You need the ball 3 more times somehow. Okay, no intentional grounding. There was a guy outside the numbers. The ball went over his head. There you go. 2nd and 10 now for Washington. You are going to have Daniels in an empty set here with a tight end, 2 receivers to his right. Takes a snap. Daniels, it's a quick drop. Pressure already in there, and he throws it over the head of Zach Ertz. Pass rush was getting in there quick on him, and suddenly the Eagles are just sending pressure. Jalen Carter talking a little bit of smack to Jaden Daniels, and the refs got in his face a little bit like, hey man, whoa, easy. And man, Carter is wreaking havoc on this game. He has been the thing that has really derailed this Washington offense. Of course, with the turnover. So here we go, 3rd and 10. Takes a snap. Daniels in the gun, drops back, finally gets a little bit of time, but he can only rip it outside to Jamison Crowder, who is going to get dragged down almost immediately. That is not nearly enough, and you can't even think about punting this thing. You're down 3 possessions, now under 12 minutes to go. You have to stay out here for that, and maybe they knew that. 11:45 and counting down, 4th and 6. They have to stay out here for this. You're down by 18. What do you got? You got a gun set with Daniels running back to his left side. It's a 2x2 set. Takes the snap to throw. And he rifles one, and that is completed to Zach Ertz for a 1st down. Barely. Ertz looked a little slow getting up, but he does get up just fine. Just a quick out route on Reed Blankenship, able to find some space. From their own 41, Daniels now going quickly. Quick drop, and he's got a man over the middle, but Crowder can't hem it in. Looked like it ran a little behind him. That's going to make it 2nd down. Clock does stop for Washington at 11:01. At 11:01, the ball bobbled off of the hands. 2nd and 10 now. Eckler in the backfield over to Daniels' right. He's got 3 receivers on the left side. With the snap, it is a handoff to Eckler, who's just trying to navigate and has got nothing. Zach Bond, a heat-seeking missile, able to find his way into the backfield, and that is an easy TFL for that middle linebacker, and I guarantee he's going to get a lot of money no matter where he goes. Here we go, 3rd and 12. Daniels in an empty set, drops back. Eagles bring 4. Daniels was looking for a man and is almost intercepted. Looking for Luke McCaffrey on the right side, and just unable to hem it in. I'm redoing the poll that I had up that I'm going to just leave up for the rest of stream. There we go. Alrighty. 4th and 12. Now for Washington. From their own 40-yard line, Daniels in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, pressure on his backside. Daniels will get sacked. Loss of 10, and that is a turnover on downs. And that could be it for Washington. That could be it for Washington. The bend of Smith to just get around and deck him. And that likely has ended Washington's season. Daniels just could not get enough room or couldn't accelerate enough. And that is unfortunate. 10-19 to go here in the ball game. And now Philly just needs to kill the clock and they'll be playing for the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Now this will be from the Washington 31. Hurts in the gun. They're going to motion Smith over. It's going to be a little jet sweep to him. Little pop sweep. Able to wiggle through some guys, and that'll be a gain of 5. That'll get down to the 25, so about a gain of 6, actually. And Washington's going to be kicking themselves over the turnovers. That is what has made all the difference. Is that Washington has turned the ball over and Philadelphia has not. 3 Washington turnovers have all resulted in points and a 21-point swing. Washington would have the lead without those turnovers, even if they punted every possession. Maybe not the lead, but I don't think the game would be the way that it is right now. Hurts in the gun. It'll be a toss out to Barkley from that. He's going to get patient, and he will just have to eat the loss on that one. Dropped at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it a 3rd and 4 or 5 there. And really, Philadelphia's just trying to kill clock and end this thing. They're just trying to kill clock and end this thing. But it's a 3rd and 4 now. Washington still trying to get the stop, but you still have to get 3 more possessions that you're making up. Hurts in the gun. It's a 2x2 set. Taking his time here with the clock. Takes the snap, drops back, and he's going to heave one up, going deep. And no, flag looking for Goddard. Never mind, we do get it. We are going to see defensive pass interference. On number 11, he just gets a hand on the arm. And that is what they'll get you for that every time. So that is Jeremy Chin. And we are going to see this ball at the 1-yard line once again. Or spot of the foul. They're at least going to have it at the 3. They are at worst going to have it at the 3-yard line here. Whew. We're up to 12 concurrent viewers. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are witnessing the end of the Washington Commanders season. Before we go watch Buffalo and Kansas City. That game kicks off at 4:30, which I will be on. It's going to be from the Washington 8. It's going to be a jet sweep to Goddard going right side, and Goddard will get throttled down, but not after a gain of 3. That'll set him up at the 5-yard line. Philadelphia just trying to kill clock at this point and maybe put Washington out of their misery. And the Eagles, okay, well the Eagles have the most rushing touchdowns of all time in an NFC title game. So that is a cool fun fact. They got 12. They got 12. Or not 12, geez, what am I saying? Where did I get 12? They have 5. Play clock down to 3, Hurts in the gun. It's a handoff to Barkley, who bounces it right, and that is another easy Philadelphia Eagles touchdown. Not taking their foot off of the pedal, and they will add another score, and they will be sending Washington home. These next 8 minutes are nothing but a formality. The power of friendship can only get the commies so far. Wildflower is sad. That's just great blocks by everyone, though, and he's able to find his hole, get outside, run around the wall pretty much. Great play by Philadelphia. Extra point is up and good. And Philly, you will be going back to the Super Bowl. You just got to wait it out for the next 7 minutes, 58 seconds. I will be right back once again for obvious reasons. I cannot hold in all the water I have drank. And we are returned. Once again, I have drank so much water, and that is not going to stop during the next stream, man. Because I will be calling Buffalo and Kansas City as well. I'm hoping this game ends soon enough so I can go get all those settings put together. I don't know why I didn't schedule the stream and everything the right way. That was unfortunate. I'm almost tempted to just change the details of this one, but that just feels like a way to kind of cheap out. So I will end up switching. We will end this stream as soon as the game ends, and I will be making a new stream. That'll take just a second to get up. I already have the thumbnail and the scoreboard made for it. I'm really just waiting for the game to end to actually download the scoreboard in case we get more than 102 subscribers before that. Because, yeah, coming into this thing, the sub goal is a static part of the image. Water is good for you. Drink it. Yep, 7 minutes and 58 seconds to go. And Philadelphia will be your NFC rep in the Super Bowl. But the future in Washington is so bright, man. An NFC title game run, or a run that took you to the NFC title game in year 1 of the Jaden Daniels era. And of course, this could be where they peak. And if that's the case, it's unfortunate. Eckler able to make a nice return here and get out to the 35. 7:51 to go in the quarter now, or in the game. And it is... Man, we could have had Detroit in this as well. But they blew it, and their injuries caught up with them. This was a really good game in the first half, but really after that, it kind of felt like what happened Denver versus Buffalo, where everything just started going Buffalo's way at the end of it. Daniels in the gun. He'll take the snap, and will immediately find McLaurin on a slant. And now they got to go tempo here if they want any chance to get in this. This is a 25-point deficit. This is a 4-possession game. 4-possession game. Daniels with the snap. Going to go quick out route to Mr. Ertz. And he'll get out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. Actually, no, it won't, because we're outside of that however long cycle here. We're up to 700 views. Let's go. Got 5 or 7 concurrent viewers. We did good this stream. We're going to have an offsides. Free play. He just throws it to Zach Ertz for a gain of 6. We are going to have a penalty here, so they might just take the penalty and preserve having a first down on that one. But it was an offsides call. It's a 5-yard penalty. They corrected it. They called 94 originally. It was 97 that jumped offsides. Woo! So 7:01 to go on the clock. And counting down now. They whistled the play live. Daniels in the gun. It'll be play action, and it's trying to flip it out quick and could have been picked off by number 93. But fortunately for the Commanders, it wasn't, and that could have been a pick 6, even for a big D lineman like him. Just snuffed the play out in the pass rush and just got his big paws up, batted it down. 2nd and 5 from the Philly 49. Down 4 scores. Daniels in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, gets it off quick to Zacchaeus. God, I can't pronounce his name. And they get a first down. Clock keeps ticking under 6:40. The clock is just gonna tick, 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 tick away. Washington does have 3 timeouts, but I highly doubt they come in handy here. From an empty set, Daniels back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he rolls to his left. Pulls up, trying to find a guy, and won't find anyone. McLaurin was the only guy in the area for that one. But he was headed out of bounds, as was. There wasn't much pressure on that one, but unfortunately for Mr. Daniels, nobody came open. Nobody came open. You got 6:23 to go now. Philly, you're that much closer to going to the Super Bowl. Daniels will stay in the gun. I believe that is Eckler to his right. Takes the snap. It'll be a handoff to Eckler, and he's not going to get very far. Gain of 4 or 5 on that one. And, yeah, clock is going to tick under 6 minutes to go now. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Clock goes under 6 minutes now in this 4-possession affair. Daniels from an empty set. Takes the snap. It looks like a duck. Got to roll around. Now he finds a man wide open. That is Zach Ertz, who steps over a guy on the right side, and he will get out of bounds. And now the clock will stop. Under 6 minutes to go at 5:46. But, Washington... Oh, no, there's an injury. That is Tyler Biadasz. The Washington center goes down. And he looks like he's in a bit of pain. He'll get up. He's holding his back. Training staff is all over him. And they're going to try and pull him up. They get him up. Biadasz was holding at his back when he sat up a little bit. So bad sign right there. Hopefully he's all right. He's been great for him all year. And really for longer. I haven't watched much Commanders football lately, so... Yeah, unfortunate. I hope Biadasz is all right, but they got a backup that'll come in now. So yeah, hopefully he's all right. We got 5:46 on the clock now. And what happened on that one? Oh, that was interesting. Looked like he was fighting around with a defensive tackle. Getting handsy. From the Philly 29, it's going to be Daniels in the gun once again. Takes a snap. He'll drop to throw. Gets set, and he lets it fly to nowhere into the Bermuda Triangle between 2 Philadelphia Eagles. It's like he airmailed the guy, or a miscommunication that he was looking for in that spot, unable to find it. And that will leave us 2nd and 10. Jalen Carter and this pass rush are causing absolute hell still for Mr. Daniels. 2nd and 10 from an empty set. Takes the snap. He's going to have to dump it out to Eckler, who will get tackled immediately for no gain. Number 42 able to fly in and make that tackle. That is Burks. Clock will tick below 5 minutes. Washington has taken a lot of time off the clock, so maybe just trying to make their fate here. Or meet their fate. Make peace with their fate. One of the two. 3rd and 10. Clock ticks under 5 minutes. De'Ami Brown will move a tiny bit. There's the snap. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to heave it up, looking for Terry. Is it picked? It is intercepted. What a pick by Mitchell. That thing got bobbled around a little bit until it finally fell into his arms. It was a jump ball for Terry McLaurin. And he gets his hands on it first. Mitchell bats it up and pulls it into his body. And that will be Philadelphia's season for sure. Or Washington. Philadelphia will be playing for the title. You're not making up 4 scores in less than 5 minutes. You got 4:51 to go. It is a 4-possession game. But I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it now because it's true. Philadelphia, you are going back to the Super Bowl. If I got any Eagles fans in here, let's see some Eagles flies in chat. Let's see them. Put them up. And now they'll be able to finish this thing. 4:51 on the clock. 2 receiver set on the bottom of the screen. Hurts, it'll be a handoff. And he's going to break free, number 28, and he will scamper forward for a first down. Or number 20. The Eagles unis look like an 8, okay? They make the 0 look like an 8. My bad. Oh, boy. I can't wait to see the NFL awards, man. I still think Barkley should definitely get like 2 in votes. But Philly, I mean, come on. Give it to me in chat. Let me get some Fly Eagles Fly in chat. You guys are about to go back to the Super Bowl. It's a 25-point lead with 4:44 on the clock. Let me get some Fly Eagles Fly in here. First and 10 now from their own 36. It is another handoff to number 20. And he is just ripping. And he will. Shipley will get dragged down from behind. No, it is number 28. I just can't read. Who cares what his number is? He just flew down the field. And suddenly Philadelphia is about to put a topper score on this thing. It's a gun counter run that breaks left that he's able to just follow his blocks, cut it back up inside, and he just flies down the field. He does get caught from behind. Saquon is hype as hell for his guy. Once again, I would like to remind everybody that we will have Bills versus Chiefs up here as well. As soon as this game gets out, it'll take just a minute for me to get up and set up. And so don't go anywhere, like and subscribe. We will be here for that game. We're going to get a timeout from Philadelphia on this one. Likely just with everything running down. They are 3:53 away from going to the Super Bowl. Shipley turned on the Jets. Shipley was scoreboard watching on that thing for sure. His legs were starting to get tired. He just secured the ball. That was fun to watch from the end zone angle they just pulled that on. That was great. My man was just determined until he realized he was getting caught from behind. And he's like, well, shit. 3:53. Eagles have it. Kenny Pickett is in the game. Kenny Pickett mentioned. It'll be a handoff to Shipley again, who will plow forward for a gain of 1 or 2. That'll get him down to the Washington 5. Eagles got their backups in right now, so if you're asking who I am, start asking who these backups are for Philadelphia as well. Like I said, we will be live for Kansas City and Buffalo right after this. Don't go anywhere, like and subscribe. We will be here. We will be here. It'll be another handoff to Shipley running right. There's going to be an offsides call. Had a Washington player fly around the side before the snap. That's going to be a half the distance to the goal. They'll replay second down. Philadelphia really just trying to... Doesn't even seem like they're really trying to put the cherry on top of this thing with another score, but they are well within range to do so. Fourth quarter, 3:07 to go. It is a 4-score game. Philly's got the ball. Luvu just trying to fly through the line and make a negative play. Just gets caught offsides. Timed it a little early. But man, like I said, Washington, you should be proud of this year, man. A run to the NFC title game with a rookie quarterback and all that was happening, just brand new ownership. Like, this was a great season. Pickett, it'll be a handoff to Shipley, and Shipley will plow ahead for a touchdown. And that's got to feel good for him. What doesn't feel good is the 50 burger now put on you, Washington. I am sorry. I apologize, Washington. An NFC title game 50 burger. But man, Washington blows out their opponents in title games for some reason. Like always. They always blow out whoever they play in the title game. Like they did it to Minnesota when they won. They, God, who did they play when they went against KC? I honestly can't remember. But we got the PAT with 3:03 to go. Jake Elliott's going to be up for it. Make it 55. Geez, we are 10 minutes away from kickoff for Buffalo and KC. They just don't go to ads. I am begging both of these teams to start killing clock so I can get that stream set up. Please. Please. They're playing Fly, Eagles, Fly. Oh, man, and it won't even let me go, like, schedule the next live, either. Just because I'm still live. Which is tragic. That is tragic. But that's okay. Kellen Moore's thrilled. He's a guy that's been floated as a head coaching candidate, but I don't think he's actually going anywhere. He might be in Philadelphia for another year. Which, when you look at what he's done with this offense, man, that is crazy. What he's done. God, Grossi's probably in my boat as well right now. Grossi's probably in my boat of he is really just waiting for this other game to end. That'll be a touchback on that one, and we're just going to see some clock die here. Oh, man. Philly will be going back to the Super Bowl. They bought a running back, and they will be going to the Super Bowl. It's a handoff from Mariota, who has been put into the game. So Washington now will just be trying to kill the clock off, trying not to get their guys hurt. Jaden Daniels has been pulled from the game and is Mariota in. Philly is going to go back to the Super Bowl. You got Jurgens and Dickerson celebrating together. Centers stay together strong. Saquon is just smiling on that sideline. That's got to feel good for him. That's got to feel good for Saquon. It's another handoff from Mariota. See fall forward for about 3. That'll run you to the 2-minute warning. And then they'll run down the rest of the game from there. You got kickoff at 4:30 for Kansas City and Buffalo. But we are at the 2-minute warning, folks. Eagles are 4 scores. They've already secured that berth. Now all that's left is these final 2 minutes of formalities. And I think Washington's just going to try and get a first down before they kneel it out. No point in them trying to do much on offense. You got Mariota in the game, and you got 2 minutes before your season's over. I imagine they just try... Dude, if I'm Washington, I say, look, man, let us get the first down here. We'll kneel it down, and you guys can celebrate your Super Bowl appearance. You get everyone out of there quick. As a content creator, I'm waiting anxiously here. I am waiting anxiously. It does appear that we will be locked at 102 for the scoreboard, so I can go save that and start getting it ready. Alrighty, so now I've got everything ready for stream. It's just going to be, it is just going to be setting descriptions and, really what else? We're just going to be setting descriptions, title, getting the thumbnail and all of that set, and then we will be back live immediately after this game ends. Immediately once this game ends. But they are taking their sweet, sweet time with this one, man. Running all the commercials and such. Probably should have just ran to the bathroom while we were waiting, but we should get one ad break before KC and Buffalo. Honestly, once I'm sure that they're just going to take the knee and end it, I'm going to call stream and then hurry off. Oh, I forgot to mention, it is technically now Washington's ball for the last time in their season. Guys, the stream was awesome. We broke 800 views. We had 3 likes on the stream, which is pretty cool. And we gained 2 subscribers. So I want to thank you guys for that. Thank everyone who did subscribe. And hopefully we can hit higher numbers during this Buffalo KC game. But 3rd and 4 for Washington. The final 3rd down of their season. That isn't a kneel down. And they're just going to fall backwards. They're just trying to kill clock. Philadelphia's all over it. And now they are going to get to take their victory kneel. The victory formation. Philly has dropped the most points in a title game ever. We're going to get one last punt. We are going to get one last punt. One more punt and one more knee. What a season, Washington. You guys did well. Oh, we're up to 103. Let's go. They go for it on 4th. They're not going to get it. There's no point to not go for it. And now Philadelphia is going to come in and hit victory formation. I now have to go fix my Canva thing, though. 4 likes. Let's go. We did gain another subscriber. Did we get up to 104? We were just at 103, and I had to go fix it, and Now we might be a 104. Now, thank you guys for the support, for the love on this stream. Philadelphia's going to kneel this thing out. I'm going to fix this scoreboard real quick. And then we are going to head into KC and Buffalo. I'm going to get a quick bathroom break in. And it's going to be great. They're going to kneel this thing out. And that is going to be all. Philadelphia is going to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And in the next 3 hours, we will see who is going to face them. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. What did I just do? Did I hit control by accident? That needs to be way smaller. Whoa. Final. I will see you guys here in just a minute. If you want to stick around for this next game, I would love to have you back. And I will see you guys.